Good evening, gamers. Welcome to the Wednesday stream. Mighty Stoosh was here immediately upon seeing that we were playing Stationeers this evening. So before we do that, of course, we will do today's game duel, and we will probably get it. I don't know, we'll find out. This is one of them games, one of them first-person shooter type games. Possibly like Kane and Lynch Dead Men, or Modern Warfare something. It's Call of Duty. Oh, right, there's Black Ops too. Oh, there's too many. That doesn't look Infinite Warfare. I think that one has like space. We'll try like Black Ops 4. Okay, it's not Black Ops. But not Ball of Duty. Call of Duty. Mighty Stoosh says, I have 250 pounds of candy in my house for veterans. They aren't answering my wife for when she can drop it off. Do I want to come get it? I don't need any candy at all, so no. But thank you for offering. Oh, this has got to be Warzone, right? Okay. Call of Duty. United Defensive. Call of Duty. Something Warfare. Advanced Warfare. Okay, it was Advanced Warfare. I guess that didn't look enough like an exoskeleton to me. Oh no. Kevin Spacey jump scare. Watch out. Mighty Stoosh wants to know how the running is going. Well, I only did it once over the weekend. And during the week I have to work and stream. So I guess we'll find out this weekend. Okay, what do we got? Some fantasy anime bullshit. Some kind of quest. Probably got quest in there, right? Cat Quest. Dragon Quest. Fester's Quest. EverQuest. Gargoyle's Quest. Nope. Okay. This has got to be Final Fantasy. Oh, it's one of the ones I haven't played, so like 5 or something. Nope. What's the one? It's like Sui something. Sui Koden. Nope. Okay, we got like weird cat girl, chicken leg, angel person, man with sword. I don't know what the fuck this is. Sword. Oh, it's a strategy game. Hold on. Recalibrating. Okay, this is not Fire Emblem. This has gotta be... Oh no. Is it? Does it have quest in the name? I don't think so. No. Quest. Not quest. Tactics. Gears Tactics, Persona 5 Tactics, Teamfight Tactics. Okay, it's none of those. Oh, man. Give me a little bit more. Maybe it'll come to me. It's not gonna... I know what this game is. I'm so pissed. Well, I might know what this game is. Obviously, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it's a tactics game. It's on the Super Nintendo. It has a world map, but the battles are tactical. Maybe it starts with a T. Let's try with a T. If I see it, I'll know what it is. That's the worst part of it. It's like I know what this is. Maybe it doesn't start with a T, actually. But we'll go through all the T's real quick and see what we can get. Tales? Nah, I don't think it's a Tales game. Tales of Iron, Tales of Arise, Tales from the Borderlands, Tapper, Chia, blah blah blah, Tearaway, Teardown, Tecmo, Teenage, Tekken, tell me why, Tempest, Tenchu, Tennis in the Face, Terra, Terranil, Terranigma, Terraria, Tetris, thank goodness you're here. The. It's not the anything. Come on. How many the games are there? Jeez. This Little War of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine. They Are Billions, Theme Park, The Hunter, Call of the Wild. Oh, okay, we're too far now. Okay. Timesia, Time Crisis, Time Splitters, Tiny Glade, Tiny Rogues, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Titanfall, Toki, Tom Clancy, Tomb Raider, Tony Hawk. Rilip says, speaking of teenage, did you see they're making an R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? I don't understand. What don't you understand? Don't you want to see the turtles' boobs? You want to hear them swear at each other? I guess you could do that in a PG-13 movie. Look, people seem to think that making an R-rated movie is the key to making a good movie. I think, you know what the problem is? They make the movie, they try to like shoot for a rating when really they should just make the movie and it gets whatever rating it gets. That's how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to be like, well, if we cut out in this scene. It's like, no, you make the fucking movie and then it's rated whatever and then you put it in the theater. Okay, it's not under T, so we're gonna skip it. I'm gonna be pissed when I... Breath of Fire. Okay, yep, that's what I thought it was, but I totally forgot that that's what it was called. It's like my buddy's favorite tactics game. Mine, sequel, Bazooka. This is Worms 2. Boom, got him. Okay, who's ready for the fun now? We're gonna switch over to the real game. Oh my god, Emmy just subscribed. 36 months.
I'm reaping all the benefits.
So that tells me I have been streaming for 3 years, or at least 3 years. I probably started streaming a little bit before, like more than 3 years, but I was an affiliate. So thank you, Emmy, for keeping track of that for everybody. All right, Mighty Stoosh is here. He's ready for fun. Well, let's load into Vulcan and let's walk around and just explore the base a little bit and maybe work on some stuff today. Maybe we'll go outside. Maybe we'll build some more windmills. Maybe we'll just go mining. We'll talk about whatever's going on in the world. Rilip says there's an R-rated TMNT movie. Yeah, this is the update with the liquid stuff, but I don't have any liquid that's just around in my base, so I'm not sure how useful that is. All right, here we are. We're back in the Vulcan base. As you can see, some of the areas are a little dark. Hold on, let me pause the music here. We're gonna put on some in-game music. Put on this one. We're gonna have some nice Space Station 13 music going. All right, so what are we doing today? I don't actually know. We could make do some construction. We could do some destruction. We could go outside. I guess let me go outside. I haven't been outside in a while. We should see how everything's holding up out there. Because I don't know. We're all locked up. Let's pop out there and see how things are going. I believe it's nighttime here on Vulcan. But yes, this does have the new liquid stuff, but I haven't done anything with it. Because I don't know what the benefit of it would be. How are we doing on coal in here? Okay, we're good on coal. Power is a little low in this one, but that's okay. because the other ones are all full looking. Solar panels are looking good. Very nice. Rilip says he's getting a big payout from his company and getting a ton more time off because he got laid off. Whoa. So you got free... That's awesome. I wish I could get laid off. Then at least I'd have an excuse for not working. But I guess that sucks. I don't know. Did they give you a good reason? Is it because of the tariffs? They're about to get fucked hard by the tariffs and nobody cares. All right. Well, let's just go back in. Well, hold on. Actually, I wanted to see if there was any damage. I had read people were having things getting damaged that were just out in the environment. So we're going to take a look here. Oh, no damage here. Nothing on the solar panels either. Yeah, no damage on these guys. Somehow generating power despite the sun or the black hole not being out at all. Oh, it's because I'm looking at it with my flashlight. That's why. Right. Makes sense. Rilip says if I could get laid off every 3 to 6 months. Yeah. Hey, you know what? If you got to time it right, maybe you could. Tough macroeconomic climate, huh? Yeah. Heck, they're hiring. Somebody that I work with is moving to a different position, so they're hiring that position, which is the same as my position, so it's not like that does anything good for me. But yeah, I don't know. I guess people are hiring, people are firing. Can't explain that. All right, let's go hit up the trade post and see who we can talk to. Mighty Stoosh says that an infinite power hack is to look. Why don't I, instead of looking at it with my flashlight, I could build a light that shines on the solar panel. Unlimited free power. It's genius. I see no issues here. All right, let's see how good of a connection we can get here. And try to get this orbiting oxygens to land. Actually, we can get this other one first. Unfortunately, we have to wait. I should make a light that turns on when it's moving. That way I can tell when it's moving. Okay, this one we should be able to contact. It'll take 2 seconds. Bring it in. And then this one, it's going to take more time. So I think we need to lower that down. So who wants to talk about some movies, guys? Who wants to talk about the movies that I watched today? Or whatever movie you want to talk about. Obviously, if I haven't seen it. Have an organ play while it's moving. Could work. All right, so we'll let that run. We're going to go talk to this guy. Oh, helmet's already closed. Good. See what he's got for us. Mighty Stoosh watched Deadpool 3. Hey, how was that? I heard it was good. Unfortunately, I am, I don't know, I have no interest in anything that involves X-Men, so it hasn't really appealed to me at all. Okay, what do we want to buy here? What are they buying from me? They want to buy chocolate bars. Oh, chocolate bars we could make. That's pretty easy. They want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chocolate bars. Let me go see if we can whip some of those up for our friend here. It was good. What movie did I watch? I watched a couple of movies. I watched Back to School, a movie I've wanted to see for a long time that just was on YouTube for free, so that was cool. And then I watched... Hold on, I gotta think about it. What the, I've already forgotten. Guys, I watch these movies and then I immediately forget them. They just leave my brain. How many of these do we need? 5? We need more sugar. Hold on. We'll grab some sugar. Yeah, that's the one with Rodney Dangerfield. Yep. No, this is not where the sugar is. That's the machine room for the elevator. Sugar should be right here. I will take some sugar. Back to School. Death Becomes Her. I guess that's it. Back to School, Death Becomes Her. I started watching Grumpy Old Men. And then I was like, this is too much like talking to chat. And then I started watching Evolution, which I haven't finished yet because it was time to go home at that point. 2, 3, 4. Finally used for all this cocoa. And 5. So yeah, nice movie. Rodney Dangerfield, very funny guy. Oh, Emmy said the secret word.
That's rough, buddy.
There we go. I keep forgetting I have that. We need a cardboard box to put this stuff in. Hey, look at that. We got one. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me go put that in the vending machine and we'll sell it to our friend, and then we'll buy some nitrogen from him because we can always use more nitrogen. Zorp. You are here. I sure am. Sure am, game. This in here. And head outside. Then we'll have to check on our other one because we definitely want to get the other guy landed too. He's probably selling nitrogen as well. The more nitrogen we get, the better. It's always good to have more nitrogen. All right, I would like to sell you this thing. 300 bucks in my hand. Let's go. And we can buy 13. No, not nitrous oxide. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we do not want to buy that. I would like to buy 40 nitrogen, please. You may now leave. Okay, we're gonna pump that out. So we'll just start working on that. Let's take a look here. That'll start getting pumped out. We'll worry about it later. Let's cycle back and check on our other guy. Also, if anybody, I know everybody loves hearing what Emmy has made for dinner. We had breakfast for dinner. It was great. It was a combination of sausage, bacon, eggs, and Texas toast, which is not something I would typically associate with breakfast. But I like Texas toast, so I'm not going to complain. It's garlic, cheese, kind of a weird flavor mix, but it was still pretty good. And it's a good way to clean out stuff out of the freezer too. Rhythm says, my partner came across a movie at work the other day that sounded right up my lane the other day. Bikini Girls versus Dinosaurs. 3 slutteen princesses get banished to the past and have to survive with their wits. Huh. Rilip, I think you have the wrong idea about what kind of movies I like. Or maybe not. I actually don't know. I probably wouldn't like that movie, but not because it's I don't know. Mostly because I just don't like movies in general for the most part. Yeah, Rilip, you could become a full-time streamer with Emmy. That'd be great. I could stop streaming and then you guys could just talk about movies 3 or 4 times a week. It would be great. Check this shit out. We got circuit housing. Nice. Okay, 74 degrees. Let's go ahead and turn that and see where we're at now. Bikini Girls versus Dinosaurs, huh? See, here's the thing about that. Emmy got me the Andy Sedaris collection, Guns, Girls, and G-Strings one year. Because she thought, I mean, I did say that I wanted it, but in like a haha, wouldn't that be funny if we got that and we watched it? And then we watched it and it wasn't very good. We watched one of the movies, Hard Ticket to Hawaii. There are other movies on there. Maybe those other movies are better. Maybe we should watch those and give it the old, the full 3-episode rule treatment. Just pick 3 random movies off of there, watch all 3, and then we can decide if Andy Sedaris is for us. All right, orbiting oxygens, I'm ready for you. How are we doing on our nitrogen here? I guess we can start pumping it out, huh? Go ahead and open it up. Start pumping. There we go. Oh, Emmy wants me to show the box here. So we've got, what is this, like 12 movies? The Dallas Connection, Day of the Warrior, Do or Die, Enemy Gold, Fit to Kill, Guns, it's just called Guns, Hard Hunted, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, that's the one we watched, Malibu Express, Picasso Trigger, Return to Savage Beach. I thought that said Sausage Beach at first. And Savage Beach, which I assume is the first movie. 2 female government agents transporting a vaccine are forced to land their plane on a remote island that houses more than palm trees and sandy beaches. A sunken World War II Japanese ship containing a fortune in gold is located nearby, and the island is now the base for a nefarious group searching for it. Look at that. Thank you, Emmy. Let's all give Emmy a round of applause for digging that off of the shelf, which is right there. There was no digging involved. Can we? We can't get a 9x9, or at least we can't get this one with our dish. When you got to get the bigger dish. Maybe now is the time to go for the bigger dish. The only problem with that is that we'd have to set up another system for tracking. All right, Rilip is clapping. Awesome. All right, yeah. Or this is the one we wanted, right? Orbiting oxygens.
Trader vessel incoming.
Cool. We're gonna flip that back around to 0. Put this back to 0, and we're gonna try to get Starlight Suppers as well. Cosmos, the convenience one is like garbage anyway, so that doesn't matter. Automate the tracking. That's actually a good idea. Maybe not necessarily automating it, but setting up several dishes and then having one dish that does the whatchamacall? The interrogation. Not the worst idea. All right, let's pop outside and see what this guy's got for us. More nitrogen would be pretty cool. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, that is empty, so we can go ahead and shut that off for now. And let's see what this guy is buying. He would like tomato soup, corn soup, bread loaf, muffin, water bottle. No, we don't have that. He also wants a nitrous oxide filter. We could probably sell him one of those. We can buy more nitrogen. We could buy fuel, water, nitrogen canister. I think just the nitrogen will do for now. We can always use more of that. Buy some and ship it out. Let's go ahead and pump that. Where are the celebrations? Whoa, I missed it. BD Gaming redeemed an on-screen celebration. Yeah, that's a new thing, I guess. I missed it. There were butts, apparently. That's awesome. What emote is that? Should I get a Star Shard butt emote, guys? Is that what the people are clamoring for now? People gotta see the butts. That much is clear. Okay, we'll talk to Starlight Suppers. Check this out. We can send him home. There's no trader vessel departing though, which is kind of a bummer because I'd love to have that. We just have trader vessel arriving and trader vessel landed. Mighty Stoosh says yes on the butts. Okay. All right, I'll see what I can do. I'm not much of a butt man or an artist, a butt artist, a butt artist.
Trader vessel incoming.
But I could certainly trace over somebody else's work. That's okay, right? Nobody cares if I do that. This is empty. We can go ahead and shut this off. Let's see what our friend Starlight Suppers has to sell and to buy. Another hot day on Vulcan, but I don't care. I'm enjoying it. You can actually close helper hints there. Okay, what do you got, buddy? He is selling chocolate cake. He's selling soy oil, which I wouldn't mind buying. Maybe some eggs would be good too. Actually, yeah, let's buy some eggs. So we'll buy some oil. We'll buy a thing of eggs. The rest I think we can just make on site. We can make oil on site too, but okay, he's willing to buy soybeans, mushroom, and pumpkin. He also just wants to buy 12 cardboard boxes for $3.60. I don't think that's gonna work. Sorry, buddy. Let me go check on what we have to sell, but I'll get back to you shortly. Pop back inside here. The overlay doesn't show up in the VOD or clips. Whoa, that's, yeah, because it's on Twitch directly. That makes sense. So you wouldn't see it. Wow, that's cool then. If you missed it, you just straight up missed it, huh? Because yeah, it's not on my end, it's on Twitch's end. Neat. Okay, we got nothing in there, good. All right, let's go ahead and head down to the kitchen, which is actually right here. We don't have to go anywhere. Gonna throw some eggs in here. Egg. 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 All right, cool. And then soy oil, we'll throw that in there. So now we have quite a bit of oil, some eggs, potatoes, sugar, cocoa, flour, and milk. And plenty more where that came from. We're gonna go check the greenhouse now. All right, he did it again. Let me see if I can see it. I might have missed it already though. Oh, no, there they are. Oh, there they come. I don't know what those are. They're little circle things with triangles in them. But they're moving around. No, those aren't triangles. That's something. I don't know what that is. Some kind of symbology. All right, this can go in the recycling. Go ahead and get some silicon out of there. Thank you for redeeming some on-screen celebrations to celebrate BD Gaming. It's always nice to have people celebrating in the chat. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the greenhouse. Let's go. So yeah, that was my day. Watched a couple of movies, got some work done. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Oh shit, what is all this? This is all oxygen. Oh man, yeah, we don't have any problems. Like this base, while not like fully 100% self-sustainable, because there's no way to get nitrogen, we can get oxygen from ice, from space, and we can get nitrogen from the traders. And in fact, we still have plenty of nitrogen in here, so it's all good. Pop into the greenhouse and see how things are going. All right, our Darga ferns are working hard. What do we got? We got some wheat seeds. Let's go ahead and harvest those. I haven't really been doing any genetic engineering with the wheat. Maybe that would be a good idea, but I did it with the potatoes once and I don't know that it's worth doing it again. It's like a fun little mini game, but okay, well, fun is maybe not the right word. It is an interesting little mini game that you can do if you are so inclined, but you don't have to do it. But if you were playing multiplayer, maybe then you could have somebody whose job it is to just do the hydroponics. That wheat looks dead? No, that's just how wheat looks. Clearly Rilip has never seen real wheat. Okay, the soybeans are thriving. That's good. Oh, these soybeans are done. That's good. Okay, let's go ahead and harvest these guys. Get some soybeans. But sadly, we have no pumpkins to sell to our friend. You can just send that guy out then, I think. Okay, lots of soybeans. Very nice. We got some wheat. Anything else we want to grow? Maybe we could just grow some pumpkins. Tomatoes, maybe? More cocoa? Yeah, more cocoa would be good. Don't tell me the water's too cold. Don't tell me the water's too cold. Why is the water only too cold for you? Maybe, oh, maybe this one likes it warmer or something. That's fine. If it dies, it dies. We got more cocoa where that came from. Mighty Stoosh says, Will Wheaton? Yes. He's named after... Well, Will Wheaton must be named after a town where they make wheat, right? That's how that works? But why do they make wheat? Rillips is interesting trivia. Soy sauce was named in English before soybeans. Soybeans are technically named after the sauce. Well, okay. It's called edamame, right? Why do we call it Yeah, that's actually a good question. Why do we call it soy? We call it soy because of the sauce. Why do they? Okay, who calls it soy sauce? Where do we get that from? Is it like a ketchup thing where we just like bastardized what the native people who had been eating it for centuries called something? That's usually how these things go. All right, we'll head over to the kitchen, which is up here now. Shut that off. And this is where we make our canned goods, by the way, so we can make canned French fries or whatever. Which reminds me, I actually do need to go put this stuff into the food processor first. It's probably it entered English from Dutch. Oh boy. Isn't soy also a word in Spanish? So, you know, we're jumping through like all kinds of linguistic hoops here. Okay, we got wheat. Soy, yeah, soy sauce means I am sauce. I guess it would be soy salsa. The salsa just means sauce. How's it going, Hex? I thought about doing Vintage Story. I think we're gonna do Vintage Story tomorrow. So stick around for that. Orange the fruit came before the color. That can't be right. What about William of Orange? Potatoes, flour, sugar. We can put some oil in here to make canned stuff later. Hex says he's not only here for Vintage Story. Well, you know, that's fair. That's good. Some people are only here for one game. And I don't want to like give them too much shit about it because like I'm the same way. If somebody's playing a game I have no interest in, I usually don't watch. They used to call orange yellow red. I mean, you could break down every color that way, right? Like, ah, what is that? Oh, it's like bluish yellow. Oh, of course, yes. What do we got? We have some singing pipes going on. That's normal though. This is the one that I'm a little concerned about. It's fine though. Everything's running. Like we have enough fuel to last us. We could send this rocket into space if we really wanted to, but I'm not going to. Did I claim my tier 3 Phasmo goal? Yeah, I did that. As soon as yesterday before Emmy's stream, I hopped on and grabbed it. All right, let's take a look here. So I think the farthest I could get to was here, and any further, I can't go there. But this has silver, nickel, lead, and cobalt, which is kind of cool if we ever need that stuff. And then this one has iron, copper, gold, and silicon, if we ever need that stuff. But mostly all we need are the vapors, which are water and oxygen. So we really haven't had to go anywhere beyond that. I'm sure there's some interesting things if you were to like go out here or out here, but I would need liquid, what is it? Liquid something? Engine. Not a rocket engine, a pumped liquid fuel engine. Pressure fed liquid engine, I think, is what we need. Highly efficient and powerful. Liquid is pulled from the input into the engine based on the input gas pressure. Some gas is also moved in this process, so stationers will need to devise a system to maintain a high gas pressure in the liquid input pipe. The second liquid input pipe is an optional heat exchanger connection, which exchanges heat between the pipe contents and the engine bell. What? The settings variable drives the effectiveness of the heat exchanger. Oh no, that sounds like a nightmare to get working. I'll leave that to the experts then. Whitey Stussy says he's got the vapors. I hope he knows what that means. Maybe he doesn't, I don't know. Hold on, is everything okay out here? So it looks like a pipe burst. A pipe may have burst, chat. I should go check on that. Hold on, let me grab some backup pipes. We may have a minor issue out there that we need to investigate. I should also make sure. Oh, geez. Things could get really bad, actually. We got to keep an eye on this stuff. Stuff could be popping all over if that's going to happen. Yeah, that's definitely... There's something funky going on over there. Let me grab some pipes. Grab an insulated pipe. Hope that that's enough. Let's pop outside. Explosions incoming. I mean, if there's an explosion, that's a pretty exciting way to cap off the Vulcan base, right? If you're gonna have an explosion anywhere, Vulcan's the place to do it. All right, let's just head over there. Do 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 do. So I would be curious to know. Oh, wrong game. Was trying to play. Yeah, oh, yep, that's definitely busted. Okay, let's go ahead and fix that, I guess. Okay, so these should have shut off by now. So we'll just remove this. If I had to guess, we may need to put a pipe meter in that measures if things are going to be exploding. We don't want things to explode, obviously. That's bad. Maybe if we just do some mining around here, it'll clear it up a bit. Just to clear some of the junk out of the way here. Some uranium, unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with. So maybe there's an issue with this not quite being able to exhaust properly. If it happens again, we'll have to do a little more work on it, I guess. Okay, well, that's done. Go ahead and throw these in the old mining bag. This is all good, right? Yeah, everything looks good here. Nothing has exploded. Good, good. Pangolin wanted me to ask if you know Weird Gamer Guy. Is that a proper noun? That's a title? Or is that just... Because I know a lot of weird gamer guys. But if it's the Weird Gamer Guy, then no, I don't. I know a weird gamer guy. Probably not helpful. What is it, like a YouTuber or something? All right, so I think today is the day we finally set up a big ol' whatchamacall, a big ol' dish, so we can contact some of those bigger traders. So let's go ahead and build one, and then we'll get it set up, and then we'll do some programming. Oh, we can, you know what'll be fun? We can use a switch so that we can switch which one we're currently changing the thing on. The thing. The settings. That's what, okay. Dish. Large dish. Okay, we need waspaloy, inconel, and astraloy. Okay, all right. We have our work cut out for us. We need 20 grams of waspaloy, which we may have some. We have hastaloy. Do we need some of that? We don't. Okay, we need waspaloy. Let's take a look. Waspaloy requires silver, nickel, and lead. All right, I can work with that. So we've got silver, nickel, and lead, which unfortunately we only have. Okay, no, that's fine. We'll do half and half. Okay, so that should be enough to make 25, no, 50, I think, right? 50, we only need 20. Okay, and then what are the settings? 50 megapascals and 400 to 800 Kelvin. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, all right. So we're already above that right now. So I guess we'll start by smelting some stuff just to clear out space. So we'll do some iron, maybe some steel. We've got enough charcoal, so it shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's get going. And how many megapascals? 50 megapascals? Oh no. That's bad. That's gonna be cutting it real close to explosion. Emmy says, I don't know what his other name was. She showed me a video with him and he looked familiar. Okay, all right. His name is something Bowser. Oh, yeah, that guy. Okay. I've only seen a few videos that he is in. He's very funny that I've seen him in. He might not actually be that funny. It's always possible. Okay, we're getting some noises, guys. I don't like all these noises. It's a little scary, but we're gonna be okay. We're not gonna get too far into the red here. Okay, there's some steel for us. Always nice to have some steel. All right, and then we need to get what, below 800 Kelvin. That's gonna be tough with silver, nickel, and lead. We should probably degas those first. So let me take those to the degassing chamber. So my favorite video of his, and probably one of the few that I've seen, is he's describing one of those like anime gamer figurines, like the little vinyl ones that you put on your desk to let everybody know not to approach you. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and I guess I don't need to have this on, right? We're just gonna go ahead and degas these. So we'll throw some lead in there. And it should go right through and then come out the other side degassed. Okay, it came out completely ingot form. That's cool. I like it. Rilip just calls that his face. Well, can't win them all, I guess. You're approaching me. Have you seen my anime figure? I purchased it online from Japan. Oh, what the fuck is happening? That's yeah, actually, what the fuck happened? Something exploded outside. Oh, I know what happened. Because I put silver in there, so nitrous oxide shot out. Yeah, that burned up some of our cabling. Well, let me fix that. Oh, we need more cable. Shoot. Right, I gotta remember that silver and lead have volatile components, aka nitrous oxide, and they will cause explosions. That's just where the vent from the thing is. I should maybe move that. Let's just get some cable. We'll fix it. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. I hope. Where's my cable? Oh, we need copper. Shoot. Put that in there. Make me some cable, please. Just one of my ex-coworkers had a grenade on his desk that said pull in case of emergency. He was a weirdo and HR asked him to remove it. Yes. People who have that kind of stuff at work are like so cringe. And the worst part is they think everyone else is cringe. But clearly you don't want to live in a society, which is commendable, sure. But we do live in a society and you have to follow society's rules and norms. Otherwise, there's going to be issues. Okay, don't turn this off. We need this to be big dish. Big dish, please. Big dish. Large satellite dish. So I can keep track of this. We do live in a society. See? Everyone agrees with me. All right, so we're gonna head outside. We're gonna fix the cable that burned up from the, it wasn't an explosion, it was a combustion event, we'll say. But it did end up resulting in some minor damage to my cable, which we're going to go ahead and fix now. And possibly to other things out here, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Okay, so this part burned up, yep. Yeah, this is all good. No more damage here, that's good. And then their other damage was here. Oh, because that's where the exhaust is. Yeah, that makes sense then. There we go. We just got to be careful when we're running things that have volatiles in them. Can cause damage to cable mostly. These didn't take any damage. That's good. How about out here? Anything out here take damage? Doesn't look like it. Nothing on the big cables. Okay, cool. Then I guess we're good. Cycle back in. All right, on to the Waspaloy. Let's do it. There's work to be done. Suppose we could just buy this from a passing trader, but where's the fun in that? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we need this to be at 800. It is still not at 800, so let's do another batch of steel, I guess. 1, 2, 3. And one of you. Start with that. These might all be degassed actually, which would be bad. Okay, they are not good. Keep in mind, we still got to get these up to... Still got to get this up to, or down to 800 Kelvin and up to 50 megapascals, which is a pretty tall order. Okay, and there's more steel for the steel mill, which is nice. Okay, how about a little bit of, how about some silicon? We can always use more silicon, right? That's lowering the temps, very nice. All right, so let's get a quick head count. Who thinks I should finish Grumpy Old Men? Does anybody have anything to say about Grumpy Old Men? Tell me on this movie. I started watching it, I was like, eh, but maybe I jumped out too soon. Maybe I missed the good part, or the good part hadn't happened yet or something. I've never seen it. I've not seen Jack Lemmon or Walter Matthau in very much, except for Dennis the Menace. And I guess I maybe seen some older movies. It has Walter Matthau, yeah. He is in it. And he's old. I mean, well, so is Jack Lemmon. Obviously, they made the movie when they were in their, like, 70s or 80s or whatever. Oh, because we're under 900 now, so it's not going to make steel. Great. So we're going to get some steel mix, I guess. I'll just put that here for now. So we'll just keep that in mind. We need that to make steel later. Let's go ahead and make some copper. Copper's a good one. Gotta remember which button to hit. Is it Q to throw? Yes, okay. Got it. All right, temps are dropping. This is good. We're not quite to 800, but we're also not quite to 50 yet. All right, that's copper, so that's gonna go right there. All right, let's go ahead and put the silver in, or maybe we want to wait just to be safe. Let's do another batch of copper then. Do we have any? We do have some extra copper here. That should be fine. I guess I'm somebody who doesn't find old people inherently funny. So them just being old and having old people problems was not immediately funny to me. But yes, Emmy, they are in fact old. Let's see. It's a rom-com. Yeah, it is a rom-com. Yeah, that's definitely true. Started getting rom-com vibes pretty early on. Because you know, Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, they're gonna have to move in together and find out what it's like being a couple in the 90s when everybody sees you as a freak. I don't know if that's what it's about. I didn't get that far. I might be thinking of The Odd Couple. That's a different movie. There's some more iron. Cool, I guess. Oy. Oh, we're pretty close to 50 at least, so we just got to get it a little bit further down. I guess more copper we could do. Or degas some more ores. All right, we're at our 50 mark. So we might have to start letting out pressure because, I mean, it's safe up to 60, so we're okay for now. We just got to watch out. It's going to start making a lot of angry noises at us. Okay, what else we got? Oh, we have a ton of lead. What am I saying? We could have just done lead. Whatever. We don't need that much. We don't want to do gold, silver, or lead because those will all give us volatile gases. Very important to note. Those will all cause the temperature to increase in the chamber and the pressure as well, which we do not want right now. We want it to go down. Well, one needs to go down, the other needs to go up. No, I'm not like Mike, Emmy. I don't see an old person and think, ha ha ha, that's so funny. They're so old. I mean, I make fun of Rillet, but he's not actually old, so it's the comedy more comes from, you know, he finds it annoying to be called old, despite the fact that he is not that old. And he could just say, I'm not that old. You're an idiot. But instead he gets indignant about it. Situational irony, yes, exactly. It's like rain on your wedding day. Okay, there's more iron. We have a lot of iron to work with. This is okay, I guess. I don't know that we're ever gonna need this much. But hey, whatever it takes, right? And then once we have the waspaloy or whatever, we should be good to go on the other stuff. The hastaloy and the other stuff. All right. Almost there. We're very close. There's an interview out there somewhere with Alanis Morissette, says Rilip. Just sighing heavily when asked if she gets a lot of comments about ironic being well not. Okay, okay, genius, what the fuck is irony? That's what I would ask if I was her. Like, how about you explain what irony is? This isn't as simple as the guy telling that rapper, he has a lyric about my girl's gonna blow my dick like a cello, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. A cello's is a stringed instrument, you play it with a bow. And he's like, oh, I thought it was that's what Squidward plays, but I found out that's a flute. So he's just wrong all the way through. It's great. Most people use irony as meaning irony of fate, which is fair, but irony just means sarcasm. Is that, are you sure? Just means sarcasm, huh? Boy, I'm ironic all the time then. All right, there we go. We're under 800. So we are go for waspaloy. Let's do this. And we're just gonna load. Okay, maybe we put some copper in here. Put some copper in there too. Just, we don't want to feel left out. Okay, okay, so first we need to put in the lead. Make sure none of the pressure goes up too high. We did degas these, so we should be fine. Okay, lead is in. Nickel next. We're We're gonna watch these like a hawk. We cannot let these numbers change. Okay, and then silver. Here we go. And Waspaloy. Oh, 25. Well, okay, that's just enough. A little bit left over. All right, then we need Inconel. Inconel. Gold, steel, and nickel. And it needs to be between 600 and 123.5 megapascals. Oh boy, okay, that's gonna be a pretty tight window there, but we should be able to get it. We'll just blow off the pressure here. You want to put the output, just start draining it. And we need, it's half gold and then a quarter steel, a quarter nickel. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Half gold, so we'll do 100 gold, 50 steel, 50 nickel. Although I don't know exactly how that's gonna work. But do we, I think we have some steel floating around actually, don't we? We have 200 steel, that's too much. So we'll do 100 iron, 50, wait, no. This is too much. 75 iron and 25 coal. Let's make sure this is situated here. Get everything condensed down. Got some uranium here, coal. Okay, we're good. 75 iron, 25 coal. Oh, you know who made a surprise appearance? At least it was a surprise to me in Back to School. Robert Downey Jr. He was also in Bowfinger, which I guess he was just in a ton of movies. I was not aware of this. I know he had some like, he had like a, like a downtime, a period of time when he just wasn't in movies because he had like a drug problem or whatever, and then he came back. But I only know him from movies after that time, so it's a little confusing when I see him in other stuff and I'm like, oh my god, that's Robert Downey Jr. And it's the 1980s. This is confusing. If we have 100 steel, we need 200 gold and 100 nickel. Which, hey, conveniently, we have 100 nickel right here. And we should have 200 gold, which, ooh, that's a lot. 2, 3, 4. And there's some nickel there. I guess the nickel can stay down here. Okay. A little bit more. Get that up to 900. Okay, that was weird. Oh, what the? Oh, God. It's overpressurizing. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Okay, we're safe. Oh, boy. That's always a concern. Okay, let's go ahead and start venting this a little bit more. Oh, geez, it's up to 1,000. Oh, no. What's the outside temps looking like? Maybe it'll be okay. We'll just run it. If we see flames down below, we know we have a problem. So we're going to try to avoid that. But we definitely do not want to put any more gas in there than we already have. Okay, looking good, looking good. So we're gonna do this slowly with the gold. We gotta be real careful because gold gives us oxygen, and if we put that oxygen out into the environment, it will ignite. All right, so far so good. That's 22.2. So there's the first batch of gold here. So 2, We need to be at 23.5 by the end of this. We gotta watch that pressure. Between 23.5 and 24. It's a lot easier to vent out pressure than it is to add it back in, though. So that'll put us at 200 gold. So we need 100 steel, right? Yeah, 2 gold, 1 steel, 1 nickel, so 200, 100, 100. I guess worst case scenario is it has to go in the centrifuge for a bit. Okay. 100 steel, we're good. And then 50 nickel. It's all looking good. And then yeah, we just gotta bleed off some of that pressure. Be good to go. That we might want to wait for sundown though. Just in case. Okay, so that should be good. I'm gonna take my suit off here. I don't think we need it on right now. And we're just building up our hygiene debuff. So let's throw it in there. Nice. I prefer walking around without my suit on. All right, so we're gonna wait for the temps to drop. Or maybe we won't, I don't know. No, we definitely will. It's better to be safe than sorry. Just like the song. All this to make one dish that then we're gonna have to build a bunch of automation around, huh? Okay. We got space spanners, interstellar irrigation, huh? I think that's just water though. Oh, we should send that guy home. What am I doing? Get out of here. Well, how are we doing on our nitrogen? It's still sucking it out. 5 moles remaining. It's getting there. That's one of the issues with like trying to fully suck out gas from something. Takes forever. There's no easy way to do it. We get this one. 199 watts for 107 seconds. We got 10 minutes, we might as well. We gotta wait for the sun to go down anyway. Why am I turning it to 0? That's not gonna do anything. 107 degrees from contact. Let's try this. 10 degrees. So satellite is now tilted this way slightly. Well, it will be when it's done moving. Okay, 99. So we're gonna have to lower that quite a bit. It's one of those ones that's probably on the horizon thereabout. I don't know, how can it even be 99 degrees away when you're facing straight up? Like at most it could be 90 degrees in one direction. At least that's what I would think. So Rilip, what are you gonna do with your time off? You know, watch a bunch of movies, catch up on some video games. Hey, maybe you'll be around to play video games. Oh, that'd be awesome. We'll get you into, I don't even know what we're gonna play now. Not really, nothing's really like speaking to me. I did hear there might be some Barrow trauma this Saturday though, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm always down for Barrow trauma. Doesn't happen nearly enough. Rilip didn't spend all, yeah, whatever. That's a Saturday though. Now you got the weekdays. Are you actually your nephew? Am I actually your uncle? The difference is I play good games. And when a game is bad, I'm willing to admit it. I'm not going to be like, no. This game that I made up is totally normal and not weird at all. And I didn't have to invent new rules just so I can try to win. All right. 45 seconds, really, huh? 45 seconds. Contact one thing. Not happening. Oh, that thing is too slow. Gonna spend time looking for a job, huh? All right. That's probably more important. 30 seconds. Wow. Jinx, take way too long. Yeah, that big dish is gonna come in handy, I guess. We gotta decide where we're gonna put it, because I don't have like a good spot already set aside. We can maybe put it down by the solid generator, or maybe, I don't know, over by the rocket or something. 29 seconds now. Okay, let's try this. Seems like it might be to one side or the other. 16. Oh yeah, that's the way we want to go. That's where we're gonna find it. 4 degrees. Beautiful. 3 seconds. Let's get him in here.
Trader vessel incoming.
Put this back to 0. Okay, so what I'm thinking for this is we're gonna have another circuit housing. Oh no, I guess maybe we can just use the same one, and we'll have to put a button, not this button, because this is the button that sends the trader away. We'll put another button down somewhere that'll sync whatever the current setting I have with the big dish. So once I have it locked on, I push the button and the big dish will go to those coordinates. And then we can reset the dish every time back to 0, 0. So that works for me. Okay, turn that off. Push the Whopper. Oh, that's such a good idea.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
I think you can upload your own sounds actually, so maybe that's maybe that should be added to the game. So many soundboard options. It would be incredible. Okay, let's it's not sunned down yet, so we'll go check on our trader here and see what he's got. But then once the temps drop enough, we can try to vent our furnace. Sounds dangerously close to a mod. Yeah, that's why I haven't done it. Modifying files, isn't that literally what a mod is? I'm just modding the game, but I'm doing it myself. Disgusting. Okay, close, helmet, lock, helmet. Go outside, see what my interstellar irrigation friend here has. I'm guessing he's selling water, which we don't really need to buy, but if he's got anything else. Oh, he's selling seeds. Okay, cool. So he doesn't have anything we don't have, which is unfortunate. But to be fair, we've pretty much bought everything. Even a little bit of winter spawn. So he's willing to buy full carbon dioxide, chocolate bars, tomato soup, and oxygen. No, I think we're good. Just get you out of here. Oh, okay, sun is going down. Let's get back inside. You know what the biggest issue is? I don't mind playing games with my nephew for the most part. The problem is he has a Switch and he has an Xbox and he theoretically has a laptop somewhere, but he refuses to find the charging cable for it, so it's dead. And so he's like, well, what can we play between computer and phone? And I'm like, nothing. There are probably a couple of games that have crossplay, but he wants to play something where we're on a team, and I'm like, Fortnite has that, but you're not allowed to play Fortnite, so that's out the window. It's like, if he could just pick a game that we both have that we could play, I'd be mostly okay with it. But he refuses to do that. It's too hard to look for your charging cable, I guess. I told him if I had just moved into a new house and I had a laptop, Or that goes for any like gaming device. If like I had a PS2 and I needed the power cable for it, I would not do anything until I found that power cable. I would be going through every single fucking box. Wasn't a popular game doing cross-platform with phone, Power World? Power World is definitely not on the phone. Fortnite is on the phone, and that has crossplay. And we could be teams in that. And Power World has crossplay, but you can't crossplay between console and PC. Because we tried to do that. Didn't work. Okay, what are we here to do? Oh, right, we gotta vent this thing. Let's check the outside temps. The outside temps look good. So we should be able to vent. So we're going to output a little bit. And right there we go. So we have Inconel. Should have 100. Beautiful. Okay. And then we need Astroloy, which is another steel-based one, I believe. So, yeah, half steel and then copper cobalt. So let's grab a steel. These are all 200s, huh? What's the pressure? 30 to 40. Okay, we'll bump the temp up a little bit here. We can make some steel and then we'll go from there. We need 1 and 25. Let me see if we have 25 here. We do not. So we'll have to grab that, split it, and put it in there. And then we need 25 charcoal. Everything looks good. That should get us our steel. And he has Magic on his phone. He has Yu-Gi-Oh on his phone, but he doesn't like to play those because I always win. So, you know, I mean, I don't know what he expects. I'm gonna win every game we play. I'm an adult who's been gaming his entire life. The only way he could probably catch up to me is if I get old and senile. All right, we need 50 copper and 50 cobalt. 50 copper. And, oh shit. Oh no, we don't have cobalt. Oh no. Oh no, we do. Oh, whew, that was close. Thought for a second we didn't have cobalt, guys. That would have been a disaster. Okay, 50 copper, 50 cobalt. You don't have to let him win, but give myself a handicap? No, not interested. I play games to have fun. If I have to like purposefully play suboptimally, then I don't want to play. Oh, we're hungry. All right, let's go eat something. Even make it challenging for myself. I'm playing suboptimally right now. That's an interesting way to describe what I am doing. I could speedrun the game in an ugly base. There's no end goal in this game, though. It's a sandbox. Magic is not a sandbox game. It's a head-to-head competition of who can knock the other player's life points down. If we were playing a sandbox game, like Minecraft, for example, I wouldn't have to beat him because we would be working together. But again, that brings us back to he doesn't want to find his laptop cable cord and actually, you know, power up his laptop so we can play Minecraft together. Drink, drink, drink. Drink. Drink, drink, drink. Okay, there we go. We're all drinked up. Oh, I gotta make a water fountain one of these days for the guest area. There's no water up there right now, just for showers. Okay, what are we here for? Yes, we were doing this. So we need to get to 30 and 1,000, which we are at. So there's our astrolabe. It's all ready to go. 50. We need to make 50 more. Fuck me, I should have made more steel. Okay. All right, that's fine, that's fine. We'll just do it again. Split it, chuck it, grab it, pull it, bop it. Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna play suboptimally in Magic unless I'm trying to pull off some kind of combo, but then my goal is to still win. And definitely not for Yu-Gi-Oh, because that game fucking sucks. So if you're gonna make me play it, I'm playing to win. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Anybody who plays Yu-Gi-Oh for fun is a masochist. All right, we need 50 copper, 50 cobalt again. Fall Guys is an option. I don't want to play Fall Guys, man. I'm a grown-ass adult. You might as well ask me to go to Disney World. I play permadeath in survival games. I am a masochist, Hex says. Yes, but I find that fun. I do not find any part of Yu-Gi-Oh fun. Has anybody played, you guys even played Yu-Gi-Oh? Because if you did, you wouldn't be like questioning what I'm saying here. All right, and we finally did it. Let's get that satellite dish hooked up. Then we're gonna need a button. Oh, this is gonna take a while, huh? Okay. He's not questioning, he's smartassing. Okay, gotcha. You're in house dumbass tonight, Hex. Smartassing is gonna get you penalized. Rilip has played Duel Masters. It can be a little silly. Yeah, guess what? It's imagine if Magic only had combo decks. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh is. Because of the way combat works, because of the way your turn works and the way that traps work, and the fact that there's like a few cards you play from hand as counter spells, but for the most part you put your combo into play and hope that your combo is stronger than your opponent's combo. There's no, you know, going wide decks because there's only 5 slots. There's no, I mean, there are mill decks, but they're garbage. I use that's been my primary win condition against him, because like you said, it's more interesting to make it a challenge. If my challenge is to win by milling him, then so be it. And every time I beat him, he's like, oh, can you make this kind of deck? And I'm like, listen, I've already spent too much time playing this game. I'm not spending any more time building more decks just so I can beat you with those too. Oh, this really takes a long time, huh? I guess we don't have to sit here and watch it. What else? I did tell them if he can beat me in a fair fight in Yu-Gi-Oh, then I will play it on stream one of these days. But he's never done it, so I haven't had to do it. Now we're just gonna switch to regular music now. I think everybody's a little sick of the elevator music. All right, give me my dish, please. I need to set it up. Okay, let me go see if we have any buttons already set up. We'll have to grab the laptop. The laptop is in our backpack, so that's not a problem. Where do I keep all my buttons? Maybe up front. No, nothing here. Just some C4. Check the machine room. There's some stuff back there that I put back here for long-term storage. Nope, this is all landing pad stuff and old stuff. Okay. Nothing useful there. How do I feel about tower defense games? They're all right. They tend to feel a little samey. Did you find one? Find a good one? All right, so there's our large satellite dish. Then we need a button or lever, they're called. IO kit, no, switch. Logic switch, there we go. Balloons Tower Defense 5 is crossplay with mobile. What do you mean crossplay? It's a single player tower defense game. Does Balloons have multiplayer now? When did that happen? Okay, we got large satellite dish, logic switch. Okay, let's go set it up. It is not, in fact, single player. Huh. It does have multiplayer. How does multiplayer work? Is it head-to-head? Is it co-op? Oh, you know what he asked me to play? He asked me to play Clash Royale. You each earn money and place your own towers. That might be kind of fun. Oh, Diablo Immortal is a phone game. You guys not have phones? You guys have phones, right? Yeah, everybody has phones, but they don't want to play Diablo on their fucking phone, except all the people that do. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little coding here. Let's see here. Load. I gotta remember to read this. Remember how to read this. Load button pressed, depart button, setting. S, landing pad activate, button pressed. Oh, okay, that's the one that. Button pressed, depart button, setting, landing pad activate, button pressed. So this just makes it so that the thing leaves. So we need another button here. Which I guess is gonna be alias sync button. It'll be D6. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. There's only it only goes up to 5, guys. Shit. Okay, that's okay. Right? Yeah, everything's already used. Okay, fine. Never mind. Put it back. We'll build another one. We'll do another one. Let me go grab a chip and everything. Let me put the button down too. So we would like one button, please. This will be a button. This will be the sync button. This is designed to, you press it and it syncs the big thing with the other thing. Which means, hold on. Okay, that's the big cable. We're gonna need big cables for this. So we're going to need to do this. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Because we need to run heavy cable. Oh, that's interesting. So how do we get heavy cable down and around? I think maybe we could do something like this. No, because there's stuff in the way. Oh, that's frustrating. I mean, there's obviously there's an easy way to do this, but I'm just trying to see if there's a way to do it that's gonna work the way that I want it to, or if we have to just deal with the fact that it's gonna look a little goofy. Because it would look like this. And then we would have the power coming from over here. Or alternatively, it's gonna suck. Okay, so horizontal, vertical. I guess, okay, we're just gonna move everything over. There we go. 54 Bear says the button only equals 1 while it's pressed down. Yes. So we just wanted to have one. This is to sync it up. So basically when we have it set, we can push the button and it'll tell the big dish to go to the coordinates that it's set to. Because we don't want it to be moving around all the time. It'll take forever. We only want it to move once we know where the signal is coming from. Because we're only going to use it for the big ones. All right, so let's power this up here. There's my cables. Oh boy, I'm all over the place here. my glasses back on so I can see what I'm doing. Well, we've already run into a bit of a problem. That's okay, we'll fix that. Grab my crowbar. This is fun. Love doing stuff like this. Alright, okay, I think I got it now. So this is gonna go here. And then the big cable, the heavy cable, is gonna go this way and around and over here. So we actually may need to move this. Or let's just set it up real quick. It's gonna look like this. But won't it stop syncing? No, because it'll send the setting to the big dish and then it'll stop sending it. So it only sends it the one time when I push the button, and it'll go to those coordinates until I tell it to move them again. So I guess it sort of, but that's how we want it to work. It only needs to sync one time. Good question though. It's something to think about. Okay, so the data needs to come in from the bottom. So actually, we want it to be like this then. We want the power to come in from the other way here. There we go. So we'll see once it's done. It'll make sense. Okay, so power comes in from the top. Okay, good. That's working now. Let's get the grating on. There we go. Okay, and the button is good. So where's the data coming from? The data is going to be reading from here. Shoot. Ugh. Yeah, I'm seeing the problem now. Because if the data is trying to... Oh, we gotta sync all these back up or set them back up properly. Horizontal dial. Vertical dial. Oh, there's too many. Vertical dial, there we go. The part button is gonna be the important button. Operator speaker is gonna be the speaker. Don't we have multiple speakers though? Oh, trader speaker, there we go. Trader dish is going to be written to the medium dish. And then a landing pad is going to be landing pad, data and power. There we go. Now, oh, what's the problem now? Logic type at... Oh, fuck, really? Okay, hold on. What's the problem now? It was working fine before. What did we change? 18. Current horizontal dial setting. Okay, hold on. Make sure this is set up. This is set to computer for some reason. Should be set to horizontal dial. There we go. Okay, now it's working. Okay, so let's think about this. We are not... Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem, huh? Because we need it to read from these, but it needs to send via the heavy cable, because that's where the dish is going to be hooked up on data. Because we're not running a light cable. I mean, maybe if we put the dish over there, we could. Then it would be fine. Okay, all right, change of plans. We're getting rid of the heavy cable idea. Get it out of here. We're gonna tear this stuff up. And we're gonna go light cable, and we're just gonna put the dish somewhere over there. We'll find a spot for it. I don't know how big it is exactly, but it'll be fine. This is really making me appreciate how easy it is to build in Satisfactory, though. Got a loop there. There we go.
Landed.
Whoops. It reset the thing. That's why it played that. Okay, that's fine. Cosmic tools and more. Hardware, gadgets. Wouldn't mind some gadgets, whatever those are, but yeah, we don't have anything. Okay, let's grab. Let's start by doing this. This is the sync button.
Trader vessel landed.
Yeah, I know. I think a trader vessel landed. All right. So let's go see how big this thing is. We'll probably need to get some frames. Also, what all do we need to make it? Large dish, large satellite dish. Okay, it requires 10 steel sheets, 20 steel sheets, 10 plastic sheets. So 20 steel sheets, 10 plastic, 10 heavy cable. We'll make some extra heavy cable. Speaking of a little goofy, X, have they said anything? I've been like loosely following the Vintage Story big update. Have they given a timeline for when that's supposed to come out? Because I downloaded the preview and we'll probably check it out tomorrow. But I'd like to know when to expect to like jump back in all the way. Still no news? Okay, all right. But we cannot yet confirm when a potential new server will be going up, but do look forward to a new server going up. It'll be great. It's gonna be fun. Everyone's gonna have a great time. All right, so we need heavy cable. We'll need some plastic sheets. We'll need some frames. We'll need to put on our suit because we're going outside and it's hot out there, and also we can't breathe. Okay, so we need plastic sheets, steel frames, although we could definitely use some more. Wow, yeah, we need a lot more. Okay, it's a good thing we took inventory before we went out, huh? All right, next is steel sheets. Steel sheets, yes. Lots of those, please. Okay, that should be, well, no, maybe that isn't enough. We're gonna need a lot of heavy cable to wire this thing up properly. Probably gonna need a lot of regular cable too to run the logic out there. You guys hear that YouTube and gaming is going to be banned for everyone under 16 in Australia? Boy, I feel real bad for all the people who live in Australia right now. Well, the kids anyway. The other people live there. I mean, we can feel bad for them too. Yeah, that's probably enough heavy cable for now. Let's grab some regular sized cable. Australia already bans every game that's not for babies, Hex says. Yeah, that's what's up with that, man. People are just okay with them straight up banning video games. It's nuts. It's like, oh, this game has some violence in it. You can't play this. People aren't okay, but regressives control the government. Well, presumably they have the consent of the governed. That's how government works. If they don't, then, you know, people need to take matters into their own hands. I guess most people don't see video games as something worth defending. They're not like me, where that's like my whole life. You're basically saying, hey, that thing that you really enjoy doing that sort of like gives you the strength to continue living, yeah, we're taking that away because fuck you. Oof. Ooh. Maybe they have more fun things to do down there. I don't know. I've never been. They have kangaroos and stuff. That's kind of fun. big desert. They got a Hugh Jackman, a huge Jackman. Get a kick out of all that stuff. Sure, it's wonderful. Maybe they won't ban Dinkum. Yeah, have you played Dinkum, Hex? I had that on my wish list for a while because I don't know, there was a period of time where I'm like, oh, like a fun community simulation game, that might be fun. And then I found out once you've played one, you've played them all, and they're all shallow imitations of each other, and it's not a good time. Stardew Valley does it right. Looks very early access. Ugh. What's up with that? I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm glad we can use the term early access as a descriptor now. Because there are some games that are in early access, and then there are some games that just are early access. And the difference is pretty stark. Factoria was in early access. And now Hex is saying it is early access. Dinkum's early access. Yeah. Or Satisfactory was in early access. But it did not look early access at all at any point. Okay, that'll have to do for now. People expect early access, and not having it might limit your sales. There's plenty of games that come out when they're done that don't have early access. Are you saying that they don't have as big of an audience? Maybe it's possible. I don't expect early access. I thought it was cool. I mean, I used to think it would be really cool to be a game tester because you get to play all the games before they get released. And then I found out, oh, that just means you play the like shitty buggier version. And then game companies were like, hey, you want to play the shitty buggier version of this game? You got to pay extra, or, you know, pay some amount. It's like, you should be paying me to play this shit, man. What are you talking about? This is garbage. I think Minecraft is what set it off though, right? I remember Minecraft. Remember Minecraft is like the new hotness and everybody was playing it. And now everybody's like, oh, Minecraft is washed. Which, while true, is also, you know, I don't know. Just kind of sad. I think Minecraft just got to the point where, like, what can you even add to it without kind of breaking it? Because ultimately you're limited by the fact that everything's blocks. And if you make everything not blocks, then it stops being Minecraft. Okay, this is an interesting one. So this is a gigantic fuck off. How do I... It's like that, huh? What's going on here? Requires a frame below. Yeah. There's no H to snap. That's... Oh no, I've gotten so used to it. Okay. I guess... Hello? Oh, pressing the wrong button. We need to extend this out a little more. I need steel sheets, right? Let's try to get this. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. My muscle memory is broken from playing Satisfactory and other games so much. There's too many other games. Too many other good games. Is that where we want it? No. I mean, maybe? We'll need to dig more into the mountain, I guess, but that's probably... Oh yeah, that's not great, huh? Yeah, we're definitely gonna need more frames here. So yeah, this is 4x4, looks like. We'll need to dig out a little more of the mountain. Oop, okay, I'm flying off now. Not quite the hover pack that I'm used to. Again, more Satisfactory shenanigans. Boy, it's gonna be... I'm gonna be in for a rude awakening when I start playing Satisfactory through again. And I'm trying to, like, build stuff, and I realize I can't just fly around and build everything I need. That is gonna be kind of a problem. Oh, okay, hold this. Whoa. Hold it. Hold it. Let's dig up here, and then we're gonna put some frames down, and then everything should be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. There we go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and remove this so we can see what we're dealing with. And remove all this stuff, all this junk that's in the way. All these rocks, dirt. Really, game? Come on. Give me a break. I'm trying to dig here. It's worse than Venus sometimes. All right. I guess what I really have to ask myself is, if I was making a game, would I put it in early access? I think the answer is yes. But I would do it to get feedback from people, because I guess that's one of the things that early access can be great for, is getting feedback from players who can say, hey, I like this and this is kind of buggy, you should look into this. I guess the other problem though is that people kind of like, oh well, it's early access, so you know you should expect it to be a little bit buggy. Like, no, that the whole point is it should be buggy, but it should get fixed relatively quickly. Early access gives you money to quit your day job and dev full-time. I don't want to dev full-time though. I don't want to dev at any point. I want to be the idea man, because that's the hardest part. It's coming up with the ideas. Okay, so there is our thing. I guess let's go ahead and start putting it together then, huh? A wrench is up next. Screwdriver. Welding torch. Cable coil. Welding torch again. Oh, plastic sheets. And there we go. Okay, it's done. Now we just got to hook it up to power. And we're off to the races here. So turn this thing on. So power needs to go. Oh, this is awkward. It's like the opposite. How are we going to do this? I guess logic. No, because that's going to cross over. Oh, that fucking sucks. Oh no. Maybe there's another way we could do it. This is why I wanted to have the logic. Excess ideas are easy, good ideas are moderately hard. See, that's the thing. I have good ideas. So that's where I stand out from the competition. I have good ideas. So how are we going to get power here without trying to go three-dimensionally? I don't think we can, actually. Like, you would have to go... There's no way. Because this has to be on a it has to be on a heavy cable, otherwise it'll break. So the only way that would actually work is if we went all the way around the side, or I guess we could go under. That actually works. Okay, under it is. It's gonna be a little silly, but if it's silly, well, no. It can't go under because there's rocks down there. What if I have to think four-dimensionally? I think I got an idea here. You're not thinking in 4 dimensions, Marty. Yeah, thanks, Doc. Let me get right on that. There is a way to do it. I see the way to do it, but it's going to be very cable intensive, but whatever. And them's the breaks, I suppose. Okay, what the hell's going on here? How did I... Oh, I see what I did. Okay. It's like, how did I do that? Now I see. Okay. Need to remove this. This needs to go here. This needs to go away briefly while we hook up the Other piece of it. Turn that off so I can actually see what I'm doing. Grab the heavy cable. And yeah, we're gonna need a lot more cable for this then. Wait, I can do this. I can do this. I know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I'm just hitting random buttons at this point. Okay, there we go. We got it. We'll leave the cladding off for now. So now we need to run cable. This kind of cable. And we're gonna run it up and around the back of the medium dish. Because for some reason they haven't invented a crossover piece, unfortunately, which is all the game really needs. It just had a crossover piece, we would have no issues, but it doesn't have that, so we have to live with what they give us. It's like the gruel of gaming. Like, here you go, enjoy your gruel. Wait, I could run it through the dish itself. That's interesting. I'm not going to, because I like to have access to every part of the dish, but it's good to know. Yeah, we're gonna need more cable. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Oh, we needed 2 more. Okay, let's go grab it. Nothing better going on. We can swap out the battery in our sensor lenses too. But you guys see what I'm doing. I'm going all the way up and around. Oh, power's not looking too great, huh? Hopefully there's a storm coming soon. Gotta keep an eye on that stuff. I mean, we can survive on solid power for a little bit, but not super long. Oh, yep, storm's coming. 72 seconds. Wow. Well, I guess we won't be going outside for a bit then. Good thing we came inside. Alright, yeah, we just need to make some cable. So we'll ride the storm out, and then we'll head back out after the storm and get everything fixed up. Let's go watch the storm roll in. Apparently they're changing it so that storms can blow from any direction. I manifested that. I mean, sure, I guess. But yeah, they're changing it so that storms can blow from any direction, which is going to throw off my whole windmill plan, but whatever. The windmills don't care what direction the wind's coming from right now anyway. So it doesn't matter. That's enough cable. We'll head up to the office and keep an eye on it. All right. Oh, there it goes. Let's go take a look. Oh, one more. Beautiful. Look at that. Urban says the storm's coming from inside the base. It does look like that, doesn't it? It's just because the base is so big. And there you can see it. Urban, have you seen the full base? How much of the base have you actually seen? This is our power management area. Sort of overlooks the exterior a bit, although you can't see any right now. Oh, and also I added, I don't know if I showed this off yet. I started working on a captain's quarters back here. You've seen those panels? Okay, so this is the captain's quarters. Check it out. I built a music thing. Turns out if I want to do it all the way, I gotta have... Oh no, never mind. I did do it all the way already. Here, I guess I'll just show it. So, you turn everything on here. There's obviously not a whole lot going on in here right now. We got to turn everything on. I think I've got something loaded in here. Show the satellite wiring. Okay. There we go. So there we go. That's how you play music in the game, I guess. It's like switching on your dad's old hi-fi. Yeah, it's... I mean, look at all this crap I had to build to get it to work. It's not worth it. Like, it's in the game for fun, but I don't know. There's probably a way you could make like actual decent music in this, but it would require a lot of these set up and a bunch of different instruments. Whoops. And I'm not jumping through that many hoops. Anyway, so this is eventually supposed to be like a captain's quarters. We'll have a shower in here and a bedroom and a little living room, and then the entertainment area. You said I'd choose to stay in this room. I honestly, if I was gonna stay in any room in the base, I would stay in one of the guest rooms. Let's go check that out. You can actually see the guest rooms from here. They're right over there. They have little windows in them. Granted, the window just looks out into the rocks. So we have a little sitting room. We have the showers. A couple of showers in here. We've got each room seats 2 people, or sleeps 2 people rather. And there's the other one. Everybody gets their own locker. And then we also have sleepers. We got 4 sleepers, and then a little common dining area. And this is our water production facility, which is probably way bigger than it needs to be, but whatever. What's the temps right now? 1400 degrees. Not a lot of pressure though, so not a lot going on in there. This is our rocket fuel production room, or just fuel production room. As you can see, we have quite a bit of rocket fuel. Or fuel. It's used for rockets and other stuff. Urban says this is real cool. Well, I'm glad you agree. Really looks the part. Yeah, I spent a lot of time working on this, so it's very I don't know. There's just like a lot of additions that have just been added as I've been going. This is the rocket. You can kind of see it over there. Oh, the storm's clearing up. So there's the rocket that we can send out to collect ice from space. We already have a bunch in the vending machine that we haven't used, so it hasn't been necessary for a while. All right, let's head out and finish the dish, and then we'll do the programming and everything we need to do. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask Urban if he'd played this. Obviously he's played it. We played it together for Ice King's birthday. Like, I memory hole everything that has to do with this game. It's like, oh, have I ever played this multiplayer? Yeah, I've played a multiplayer with lots of people. Okay, we got the cable. We got to go out and finish. Then we also have to make IC-10 stuff. We need to make a IC-10 chip and a housing. Go ahead and do that. The light's on. IC-10. He stood in the dark for 4 hours. It was, yeah, that was a bit of a cluster, I think. But that's kind of how the game is, especially if everybody's just kind of doing their own thing and nobody's like super. I mean, you've played. I guess Ice King hasn't played as much, and I know Discount has played a ton because he plays on Venus because he's crazy. Yeah, there's that. Then we need the housing. And then we're gonna do some limited coding. It should be pretty straightforward. So So basically this is gonna read the horizontal, vertical, but it's only gonna send that information to the big dish when we push the sync button. And then otherwise it'll just stay wherever it is so that it's not constantly moving around, because it takes forever to move around. We're only going to use this for the real big contacts that we otherwise already know the coordinates of. Okay, so there we go. We got the housing. We got the... Do not put that in my suit. It is empty. It will not do anything. Up. I guess we'll go out this way. Forgot what we were doing for a second. Oh no, this is where we need to be. Never mind. We need to go do the cable and make sure everything's wired up, but then we'll be good. So there's that. We'll go ahead and put that in there, and we should just be able to export it because it should be pretty much the same. We'll just change some of the stuff. Like, we don't need the speaker mode to be on or anything. Okay. Yep, just head outside. We'll use the cable quick, and then we'll put the cladding back on. And we should be able to turn the dish on. And if memory serves, dishes only use like a small amount of power while they're idling. So it shouldn't be a huge power drain, hopefully. Although it's entirely possible that it will be. Okay, 1 and 2. There we go. This should be able to turn on. We should be able to crank this. I mean, we really only need it to be like 10,000. So we'll set it to that. Do we have... I don't think I have the network analyzer, so I can't even look how much power it's taking right now. But it's fine. If we start running out of power, we'll just build more generators. How about that? All right, now is the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and edit. So that's good. That's good. This can be sync button. Sync button. And then the rest of this stuff can go. So it's gonna check. It's gonna check button pressed. It doesn't need to do that. Doesn't need to do that. So main yield. Don't need to do that. It's gonna load the settings. Oh, we don't have the dish, right? Alias. Big dish. E3. We got to make sure that we change all this. Big dish. So this is where it's going to check. Load. Button pressed. Pressed. Sync button setting. And then... it's 1, right? So branch if greater than 0. If not equal 0, I guess that would be the 1, right? Or no, if it's equal to 0, equal 0, it'll go to main. No. Load button pressed into sync button. Button pressed. Button pressed main. So if it's equal to 0, then it'll go back to main. Otherwise, it'll go to the part below, and then it'll set that, and then that should be all that it needs to do, actually. So there we go. We don't need the landing stuff, any of that stuff. So this can all go. This is all for the speaker stuff that we're not doing on this chip. It's on the other chip. I wish there was a way to highlight more lines. We do one line at a time. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so it'll load everything. And then when you push the button, it will go here and it'll save everything to the dish. So let's test it out. Go ahead and export that. Load it in, turn it on, and then set everything. So this should be set to horizontal, horizontal dial, which it is. This should be set to vertical dial. LMNOP vertical dial, there it is. This should be set to this, which we need to label. Sync button. And we'll probably put a sign there too, just to make it clear what it does. Sync. Oh, hold on. Did we miss one? Or did it get moved to the front? Because, oh, there it is. Okay, sync button. Yep, that's good. And then big dish. So this should be set to large satellite dish. Perfect. Okay. I'm hungry again. Didn't I just eat? Jeez. That actually might have been like an hour ago. I don't remember. That was before I started working on this project. No time like the present. Let's have some chocolate cake. We'll grab some water out of the greenhouse. And then we'll resume what we're doing and make sure this all works. And then we'll finally be able to contact those big traders reliably. Try to get some goodies. It's one of the things I haven't been able to do. Okay, I am hearing pipes, but I'm pretty sure that's just up above. What would that be? Oop. Yeah, if like a CO2 pipe burst somewhere, then we're gonna be in trouble. Let me check the pressures here. No, this is all good. This is a 20. This is 21.5. Okay, that must be something up above. You can go check it out later. Famous last words. It's probably not a big deal. Right before it explodes. We're gonna make some more frames and some more steel sheets so we can put some supports under that big dish. Yeah, we don't need plastic. Throw that over there. Okay. And we got 4. We'll let that run for a little bit longer. So if this works and we can get the 9x9 guys, I guess we'll have to see what kind of awesome goodies they have for us. Because it is... I feel like I've gotten a 9x9 before, but maybe it was the 6x6 that I'm thinking of. It also requires a pretty sizable landing pad. And these things take a while to make, huh? Okay, there's 11, that should be good. And then we'll just make a couple more steel sheets. These are slightly faster. Man, I wish I could overclock these. That would be fun. If there was like a little setting in the back that determines speed and power usage, and you could just tweak it. Throw a power slug in there. No problem. Urban, I have a question for you regarding Satisfactory. Have you ever made ionized fuel? It seems really expensive. I don't know, and I don't even know what you would use it for. Considering you have to make like advanced materials just to get it. You sure have? What do you use it for? Jetpacks? That'd be the only thing I can think of for using it, but maybe you could use it for drones or for the Explorer. That might be fun. Okay, so we're gonna test this real quick. This is gonna turn on. Should work now. So we're going to try to get this 90-degree interstellar icicles. Oh, that's a 7x7. Never mind. Okay, let's switch to the big guy. So there's the big dish. So there's something called stellar smelter, which we're not going to get because it requires a pressurized hanger, which we don't have yet. It's slightly weaker than rocket fuel, but lasts longer. Oh, I didn't know it was weaker than rocket fuel. But it lasts longer, huh? That's kind of good. So you'll notice this is gonna stay the same because it is not moving. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that down. And basically we want to get this as close as we can, and then we're gonna switch to the big dish and we're gonna push this button, and that's gonna move the big dish where we want it to go. And that'll tell us that we're on the right track here. It'll also tell me that the system is working as intended. Okay, hold on. Is this not working properly? What's going on? Horizontal dial, important button. This does not seem to be hooked up. Data and power trader speaker, horizontal dial. What is going on here? This is not moving. I'm looking at the large satellite dish. Whoops. Okay. They have the same sized icons. I thought they would be different. The 71 degrees. So this is actually the correct one we're supposed to be looking at. Once you can make power shards from byproducts, you can make byproducts, what? You can use it to upgrade your rocket fuel with. Okay, I'll have to, I don't know, I'm almost towards the end. I'm like wondering when you would have time to use it. I guess if you're going for like a super end game factory that is like massive, maybe it would work. All right, so we're at 67 degrees right now. Let's go ahead and change it a little more. 71, so we went the wrong way. So let's zip it back around to 350. And unfortunately, unlike the machine itself, we can't go backwards to loop it around. You got to go all the way forwards. Captain Sandwich just got back from an absolutely miserable day at work. Uh-oh. Should we tell him, guys? I'll let Rilip tell him, I guess. If we're going for Pain Olympics. 45 degrees. Miserable day at work, huh? Isn't that just every day for everyone who has to work? 41 degrees. Is that better or worse? I don't even know. Wait, 350. That's okay. If we were at 41 degrees, let's see where we're at next. 51 degrees. Okay, go the other way. 330. So 41 down to what? Taking its sweet time. 31. Okay, we're on the right track. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come on. Oh boy. 14 degrees. 14 degrees, 14 degrees. Some days are worse than others, Rilip says. I don't know. Maybe I've just like built up working to be like the worst thing you can do, which it probably is. Like, imagine if you didn't have to work. Think of all the fun things you could do with your life. That's what Star Trek is really about at the end of the day. It's about a bunch of people who don't have to work, but they choose to go into space and do shit. I don't know what they get out of it. I guess I could see that. It's like if you like the idea of risking your life on a daily basis to maybe discover something about the universe. All right, come on. This vertical always takes so dang long. Okay, 2 degrees. So now we go to the big dish, right? And we push the sync button, and that is now going to move it. So it is in fact working as intended. So we're gonna go ahead and contact. It'll take 2 seconds. And we'll call him in.
Trader vessel incoming.
Perfect. All right, and then we can set this back to 0. Set it to 0. And then we'll sync it again, and now it should go back to 0. Also, they get access to the holodeck, which seems like it would be a pretty sweet gig. I'll see what this guy's got for us. Yeah, more. I wonder how many jobs on. I mean, there's jobs on Earth because people like they show people working at Starfleet Command, and I don't think everybody works for Starfleet. So maybe there's just like a guy who does accounting or something. I don't know what they're accounting for. They have everything. Okay, so all he's selling is water, nitrogen, liquid oxygen, and liquid volatiles. So that's not anything that we need. So we're just gonna send him out of here. But hey, while we're out here, let's check how this is doing. It is currently set to 0 degrees, and it does appear to be at 0 degrees. So let's go ahead and crank the power like way up, put it up to 50,000, and see how that goes for us. And then we'll throw some, we'll throw a little support column over here. There's people working on a raisin farm for some reason. Are you talking about Captain Picard's vineyard? Why do you call it a raisin farm? It's a great vineyard. But yes, there are people. I think those are his Romulan slaves. I haven't watched all of Picard or any of it for that matter, but I'm pretty sure he has Romulan slaves who work on his vineyard. All right. So there you go. Way to go, Captain Picard. You're a slaver now. They joked about it being worse than Picard's farm in every way. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. There's a separate raisin farm that people work at. Okay, I gotcha. I gotta watch Lower Decks. It seems like it's pretty funny. Maybe that's the Star Trek show I should be watching. Since I love Family Guy so much. All right, so now all we have to do is wait for there to be a 9x9, and then we can call them and make sure this works. It's the best Star Trek since the Orville. Well, considering how funny Ted was, even though I didn't want to like it, I guess we gotta give some credit to Seth MacFarlane for making a good Star Trek show that's not actually a Star Trek show. Okay, I think we are done working outside for a bit, so let's go take our suit off, charge everything back up, and I don't know what time is it? Oh, it's only just a little after 8. Cool, plenty of time then. To do what? I don't know. Run around. Oh, we should check our greenhouse while we're over here. We still have the suit on. Yeah, looks like that cocoa ended up dying because it was too dang cold. It's all right. That's its own fault. Come on. Okay. Cocoa thriving. Good. Okay, wheat seeds. We'll take those. And we will harvest. I don't know if we're gonna need all this, but we'll harvest it anyway. Put the wheat away. Harvest some more wheat seeds and some more wheat. And then we'll harvest all these soybeans because they're soaking up all my nitrogen. And I don't think we need this much soy right now. Too much soy. Soybean. That's Spanish for I am a bean. It's not true. Bean in Spanish is frijole. That's why when they say frijoles refritas, which just means fried beans, it means fried beans. But we call them refried beans because fried in Spanish is refritos, which sounds like refried in English. So rather than just calling them fried beans, we have to call them refried beans because we can't just call them fried beans for some reason. I don't know. They're not actually refried. They're fried once. And I don't even know if they're actually fried. I know nothing about beans other than that they're delicious. But it is frustrating. Okay, sugar cane seeds, very nice. We'll grab those. And I think we can, well, we'll let the cocoa sort itself out, I guess, because that just keeps growing. And we got to decide what we want to actually grow here. He's just going to complain about the water. Water is too cold. Why is the water too cold in that one spot? Water is too cold. Is it just too cold in the first slot for all of these? That's very silly. Okay, I guess we gotta keep all the cocoa towards the front of the class then, huh? Yeah, it seems to be fine everywhere else. Water is too cold here, huh? Maybe some of these just aren't satisfied with the water. Oh, this one's fine. We just gotta watch the ones that are too big of babies to grow. Yeah, okay. So these are our survivors, I guess. So we can replant these guys. Cool. That is all the cocoa seeds though, so we gotta watch out. The solution is to fry them twice, and you're definitely good. They could be fried or they could be refried, but then yeah, no matter what, you're correct. Except you're not, because that's, I don't know. You're just wrong for some reason. X is wrong. Oh yeah, that's right. Emmy streamed yesterday. I guess Urban was watching. She talked about the movie called Stream, which is a terrible, like, low budget horror movie, because of course it is. Because they can't make a low budget sci-fi movie. They gotta make a low budget horror movie. Or a low budget comedy. I feel like a low budget comedy would be like the real low hanging fruit of the low budget world. But apparently not. Star Trek was a low budget series. Yeah, in the 60s. I really doubt Star Trek Discovery was a low budget series. Star Trek Picard had like $50 million an episode set aside just for the star, whose name I've forgotten because I just call him Captain Picard all the time. He has a name. I'm sure somebody will type it in chat here shortly. Like, so he's a guy. He does things. I don't know. Fun fact, they use transporters in Star Trek because they didn't have the technology to land their ship models. I thought it was because it would have been expensive to shoot on the shuttle bay set. They would have had to make a separate set. Okay, what do we got? Sugar. We'll throw some sugar in here. Pour some sugar on me. We got lots of flour. Wow. So we can make whatever. What, I don't know what flour makes. Muffins maybe. We need more milk though. Oh, we need to grow ferns for that, I think. I guess they had to make sets for the planets though. Here's a question for all you Star Trek fans out there. Which Star Trek movie has Captain Picard and Worf flying a shuttle to try to catch Data, who is doing something, who's like, he's evil and he's flying another shuttlecraft and they have to latch onto him and then they have to trick him by singing HMS Pinafore? I'll wait. I'm sure somebody will. It's probably like Insurrection or Nemesis. I mean, they only made what, 3 of those movies? We got here. There's nothing in this gas tank. Okay, cool. How are we doing? We're at 20 megapascals. Okay, well, that's good. Temperature's 307 versus 357. So we're definitely in a good spot here. I don't know what 307 is. It's 34 degrees. Got it. So our CO2 is currently at 34 degrees. Hungry again already. Jeez. 68%. We missed 69. Too bad. Parts of that sounded like Generations, but some of that was off the rails. What are you talking? Which part was off the rails? I just described what happened in the scene. Captain Picard is flying a shuttlecraft with Worf, and they have to enter the atmosphere of a planet because Data has turned evil, and he is flying another craft, and they have to latch onto his craft with their craft to capture him, and I assume bring him back to fix his evilness. There's nothing in there that sounds off the rails. If I played the scene right now, you guys would be like, oh, yeah, that's definitely from Generations or whatever. All right, we're back in the trade zone. Let's see if there's anything new. Stellar Smelter and Galactic Gearworks, none of which are of any use to us. So I guess we mostly just have to keep an eye out for the big guys, huh? Entered. Space Spices has entered. That's a 6x6. No, that's a 5x5 rather. Ugh. Yeah, that's the whole pressurized hangar thing is starting to really anger me. Because imagine trying to build a hangar around this massive landing pad. It's like a whole thing, you know? But the problem is, if I want to buy eggs, I think I have to do that. Maybe not. Maybe I can just get it from the 9x9 guys. Possible. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna look up what movie this is. Let's see. Okay, this is from the film Insurrection. It's from Insurrection, it says. The part about Pinafore sounded made up, but I literally found the scene and you're right, it's Insurrection. Okay, see? Wait, did you think I was making something up about Star Trek? I don't know enough about Star Trek to make things up. It would be so obvious if I was making something up about Star Trek. Or maybe it wouldn't, because I just didn't make something up and you thought I was making something up. Guys, if I'm making something up, you'll know. Because I'll tell you eventually that I was making it up. Yeah, what do we want to do now? We kind of did everything. We've got fuel, we've got oxygen, we've got cool temps. We have singing pipes. I guess we could go play around with the music thingy again. Dig the deepest hole. I mean, it only goes down to bedrock and then you're done. Well, in this case, it goes down to the lava level and then you start taking damage. So I can't really dig a hole for no reason. I could build something really high. Rilip said it sounded so stupid he thought I conflated two things. No, the movie's just that stupid, Rilip. I didn't have to make anything up. Oh, we want to go up. That's the beauty of Star Trek. Just when you think it can't go any lower, they make another movie. And it's not Galaxy Quest. Okay, let's turn this stuff on. So guys, I need your help. So, do we have any musical geniuses in the chat? Because this is where I could use your assistance. Whoops. I keep knocking this stupid thing over. Okay, turn this on. So I'm gonna turn the music off, the background music. Yeah. So the question is, how do we... This one doesn't actually want to play. It's kind of playing. But it's really quiet. I don't know what these words mean. Attack and release. Oh, it's kind of got like a eurythmic sound going on now. We could do Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I don't know what the notes are for that. Okay, so if we were gonna do this for real, guys, because this is just like a test thing, I feel like we'd have to have multiple of these, and they'd all have to be set to the same stopwatch. But the thing is, you can only do 8 notes in a row and before it repeats. So how do you make music when you can only have 8 notes before it has to repeat? I'm sure people do it, but I'm not a music man, so this is all kind of... Oh. Okay, does anybody know what attack and release means? Do I have to look this up? I'm gonna look up what attack and release is. Attack and release music. Attack and release are settings that control how a compressor reacts to changes in the level of an audio signal. They are used to shape the envelope of a sound and can significantly impact the transient response. Now I'm just more confused. The attack settings control how long the compressor takes to compress the signal, while the release setting controls how long the compressor takes to let it go. It may sound simple, but the attack and release have a huge impact on how a compressor shapes the envelope of a sound. That's the same thing, just said again. Yeah, I know what those words mean too, Rilip, but not in this context. What the fuck's a compressor? Is this the compressor? This is a logic step sequencer. See, now it's not even doing anything. I think now you have to have attack and possibly release. And now it's just really quiet. I guess you gotta set it to like... Can we do also Sprock Zarathustra? Because that could be fun. What are the sound for that? We need the notes for that. Well, where are the notation, please? Okay, just give me the... If it's in the public domain, just give me the notation, dude. Why do they gotta make a big deal out of this? Okay. Guys, I can't read music. That's not entirely true. I kind of can. So looks like G, G sharp, C sharp, A. Okay, so G, G sharp, C sharp, A. G, G sharp. Oh, hold on. We got to go back down here. G sharp. A. Well, is it A? No, it's C sharp. And then A. That doesn't sound right. Let me switch out the cartridge here. This is really silly. Let's turn off the release. Can I set this to... I can set it by thousands. See, that doesn't... That sounds like it's going the wrong direction. G, G sharp, A, C, G, G sharp, A, no, C sharp, A, yeah, that's correct. And then it goes A sharp, D sharp, A sharp, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, and then B, and then I don't know what this thing is. Is this a sharp? Or is that a flat? Guys, what's the difference between sharp and flat? Pretty good. That's a B. Went the wrong way. You know what? I might have it on the wrong. What is it? Is it scales? It's like it's the same note, but it's like different. Okay, hold on. Let me change this to something. I might have the notes wrong here. Can I just get them without the like notes? I don't want the actual music, like the line stuff, because I can't read that very well. I just want the like the notes in order. Nope. Also, people want to charge for it, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure it's in the public domain. I guess that means they can charge for it. All right, never mind. Nobody knows what it is, so we're gonna shut it off. It's too much work. This is why I don't make music in real life. I get no joy out of it, and it's frustrating. All right, let's get out of here. So yeah, if anybody wants me to play an 8-note piece of music, I guess if you can find one, I can try to program it in there and see how it sounds. But other than that, I have reached the limits of my abilities. All right, let's see if any new traders have showed up since we wasted so much time doing that. Galactic gases and space spices. Asteroid Artisans has entered the contact range. Oh, they're a big guy. Okay, perfect. So we got to lock in it. We got 30 minutes. Let's do it. So let's start by putting a vertical down to 45. I still don't know what attack and release is either. Like, what does it actually do from like a noise perspective? Because it sounds kind of like it's like how long it takes to build up to the sound and then how long it holds the sound before it fades out. But that might not be correct. Could be totally off there. Also, this is kind of nice because it'll tell us how far we are from 0 degrees. What I've heard people do is they have 3 different dishes, like 3 medium dishes, and they can then track which one is the closest, which seems like it would be kind of useful. Okay, so in this case, since we don't have it, we got to start going in we got to start sweeping. We'll go in 60-degree increments, I think. So from 90 degrees, or from 0 degrees, which is straight up, we are 74 degrees off. So we want this to be probably, we'll start with 60 then. We'll see where that gets us. Oh, looks like we picked it up. Good. And then once we're right on, we can switch to the big, we can hit the sync button and then wait for the big dish to be in position, and then we can interrogate it, and then we'll have our Asteroid Artisans, which admittedly is the worst of the traders, but what are you gonna do, right? Okay, so we're still a ways off. We want this to be filling up a little bit faster. Let me get the music back on here. All that goofing off with the in-game music maker. Kind of a waste of time. It was kind of fun setting up, but then once I realized it could only play 8 notes, well, in order every time, it's like pretty limited. Even Mary Had a Little Lamb is more than 8 notes. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what music can you make with 8 notes that play on repeat? I guess some kind of techno beat or something. Maybe, okay, so the one thing I can understand, if you used it like a drum machine basically, and it just played the beat and then you manually pushed some other buttons, you could maybe do something. Can you make loops, partial repetitions? Probably. Can you make a timer that goes to multiple inputs? I can make a timer that goes to multiple inputs. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I would basically double the size of my existing setup to play 8 more notes that are either synced up, so they're playing at the same time, or I guess maybe make a way where it plays 8 and then plays the other 8 and then goes back to the first 8. Okay, this is kind of slow. Let's see if this is faster. This was always a possibility, unfortunately. Okay, I think it's actually getting slower, so we want to back it off a little bit. We'll go to 100. Like even Mario Paint had better music making than that. And that was a game for the Super Nintendo, and also it was awesome. It's one of my earliest gaming memories. Not that early, but remember I went to a cousin's house and they had Mario Paint, and I was like, wait a minute, you can make music in a video game? This is the greatest thing ever. You want to redeem Mario Paint? Go for it. I love some Mario Paint. I don't know if we could get an entire stream of entertainment out of it, but I would certainly try. See if we can get this. Okay, we're closing in here. I can play the fly swatting game. Yeah, I guess. I don't even remember what all is on there other than the music making and the actual like paint program, which is basically the paint bucket tool. If you emulate it, you can use a mouse that doesn't suck. That's true. Because it came with a mouse, right? The original version. So weird to think about a Super Nintendo having a mouse accessory. But it also had the Rob. It was like the original pitch for it, right? Or was that, no, that was the original Nintendo that had the Rob, right? It's not a video game console, it's an entertainment system. And also you get Rob. He's a robot. He's cool, man. Okay, there we go. So now we hit the sync button. And then we wait for the big dish to be on target. See, like if right now we tried to hit it, it would take 440 seconds. So obviously we're better off if we get the big dish on there, and then it will take us, hopefully it takes less than 440 seconds to move the dish. But then we should be able to interrogate within, I don't know, less than that. And that'll verify that my idea was a good one. Wish I could. That's what this game needs. It needs cameras like Phasmophobia so you can see what's going on in different parts of the base. The one thing it's missing, well, not the only thing, but that's a very useful thing that I could see using. Like if you had cameras you could hook up and put somewhere and then like control them remotely, and you'd be able to monitor different parts of the base from a central location. I guess we better get our spacesuit on so we can go visit our friend when he comes here. Because like Mighty Stoosh is always saying build a control room, and I'm like, well, how am I mean, the only thing I'd be able to look at is a bunch of graphs and numbers. it's kind of useful, but not really. Really see some ghost orbs. Ghost orbs. Okay. How is the dish doing? There we go. You are here. Remember, you are here. Forever. Day 495. Wow. Thing sure is taking its sweet time, huh? It's been a long time on Vulcan. And we've got this beautiful big base. All these amenities. None of them strictly necessary. Well, some of them are necessary. Not all of them strictly necessary, though. Thing is still moving. Let me look here. The dish. Signal strength, signal ID. Idle? No, interrogation process. I'm wondering what would be the thing. Maybe idle. But something that we could read that would tell us if the dish is still moving. Obviously, we can just listen, right? We can hear that it's moving. I'm gonna go out there and look at it. I want to see it move. I want to know that it's moving. Just hearing it is not enough. It's still moving? Oh, I think it's done. Okay, it's done. Let me go back in there then. Oh boy. That was a waste of time. Oh, now it's gonna take forever to fill up, huh? Wait, what? Why is it taking so long? Is it the same? Wait a minute. Chat, I may... No, it should be fine. No, it's not. Look, they're different amounts. Oh no. Oh, I see the problem here. I think because they're facing different directions, they have different degrees on them. Oh no. Okay, we gotta fix that. Fix it. Fix it. Shutting her down. Shut it down, boys. We're taking that thing apart. I guess we gotta fix it now. We gotta tear the whole thing out. We gotta redo everything. We gotta turn it 90 degrees so that it's facing the same way, which actually isn't that big of a deal other than the fact that that's gonna make this landing pad slightly awkward. So we're gonna go ahead and do this then. Ugh, that sucks. I didn't even think about that. I should have, though. Like, of course, it would have different angles if they're placed differently. Like, imagine if you place down two like regular dishes, little dishes, not these big stationary ones. Yeah, if you turned them to face a direction, they're going to be facing different directions. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, we're going to need more cable, I think. All right, shut it down. How do we tear this thing up? We're gonna have to go ahead and remove all this. Yeah. I told you guys I watched Death to Smoochie, right? Oh no, I didn't. I watched that yesterday. But I finally watched Death to Smoochie. And it was pretty good. It was not what I was expecting at all. But it ended up being a really good movie, which is unusual. Like, I guess I'd never really, like, watched anything about it other than I knew that it had Robin Williams and it was about, like, a children's TV Barney style show. And that was all that I knew. Wire cutters. And then I actually sat down and watched it. And it was good. I can safely recommend this movie to people now. Well, I don't know, maybe. Depends on what kind of movie you like, I guess. Okay, we need a hand drill. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we need to rotate it like so. There we go. And now we gotta run cable. And we're gonna need way more cable now, unfortunately. So if anybody else has seen Death to Smoochie, I would love to hear your thoughts. It is a good movie with a great message, which is kind of rare for a movie. There's a moral to this story, like a fable. Also, I had no idea that Edward Norton was in the movie. I was like, I know that guy. He was in Fight Club. And also, he was the Hulk briefly. And then he was like, I don't want to make millions of dollars. Just give all that money to Mark Ruffalo. He needs it more than I do. Which is, you know, that's commendable of him. Mark Ruffalo did need the money. But I don't know if I would walk away from a multi-million dollar multi-film deal. Of course, there's no way to know ahead of time. If you sign up for a movie, like, you don't know if it's going to be a good movie or not until the movie's out. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to build up the rest. Okay, now we need a wrench, screwdriver, welding torch, cable coil, plastic sheets, I think now. Okay, we're done. Turn it on. Turn it up. 50,000. Go reset everything and get it going. Now it should work. Also, let me get the music going again here. All right. Back inside. Helmet up. Turn it on. This is still the large satellite dish, is that correct? Not, because we changed the whole thing. Okay, large satellite dish, there we go. Now we should be able to hit the sync button. And now that thing should start moving. I think it is, you can like barely, it's like imperceptibly slow, but it's definitely moving. Man, is that how real satellites work? Yep, I think it is, or at least the big the stationary ones, like that one that the Paracebo was the one that, like, there was some kind of like destruction event that occurred. That resulted in the total loss of the satellite dish. They couldn't fix it. Okay, I guess we'll just wait here while that, we'll grab a sign. Actually, we can put a sync button sign next to the sync button, even though I know what it does. If anybody else ever wants this map, I can send you a copy of the file, and you can give it a shot. How's my FPS? It's great. I've had no issues with FPS. I think if there was an issue, it's either been resolved since it started, or maybe it's liquid related. I don't have any liquids in the world right now. How's your FPS? I know how to label doors. I do know how to label doors. Doesn't everyone know how to label doors? We're gonna label a sign right now, though. No, that signs come from the other one. Hold on. One sign, please. Here we go. Open that up. You can go put these frames away too. Frame, steel sheets. You haven't checked since you complained. Haven't any world liquids? Okay, so I guess if that was not it, that's not it. I have not had any FPS problems. So I don't know. I only reopened the game just over this past weekend, so. Or it might have even been yesterday. I don't remember if I did it over the weekend or not. Is it still going? Holy moly, it's slow. Yeah. Make sure this is, for some reason they come in upside down, so you gotta remember to rotate them. It's like satisfactory. Sink. Setting with large dish. I don't know if that looks better or not. Okay, looks like it's done. We were 8 degrees off, so it should take 81 seconds, really? Maybe we can tweak it a little bit. Okay, fuck it. I'll take the 86. Wait, that's even worse now. Think it. It does suck that it takes so long to contact the big traders, but I guess it just does. It also sucks that it's like one of the worst ones. Okay, 73 seconds. Think it. Three degrees. 68 seconds. Sink it. It's fun to say sink it. It's like we're playing golf. Okay, 1 degree off. 66. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Go ahead and interrogate that. It'll take about a minute. This guy better have some good stuff when he gets down here. And here's the nice thing, we can reset the settings. And then we can sync it after it's done interrogating, and we can contact the guy. So we'll bring him in and then we'll hit the sync button. It'll reset everything.
Trader vessel incoming.
All right, here it comes. We'll go ahead and sync it, and that'll start putting it back to 0. Which is admittedly probably not strictly necessary, but we're doing it anyway. So here it comes. Let's head outside. Take a look at our trader friend. See what kind of garbage he's trying to sell. Maybe he'll buy some good stuff that we can sell. Ooh, that's a big one. Wow. When do we get to build those? Take that thing for a spin, huh? Maybe we can go inside, actually. Okay, so he's selling a box of batteries. That's actually kind of cool. Spray cans, a bunch of tools, detonator, extinguisher, a bunch of useless crap. He's buying nothing useful. Okay, well, at least we know we can contact the big guys. See if we can go inside of his ship. Oh, look at this. Holy cow. He's got all these crates back here. Got his little cockpit. Yeah, this stuff. They got all kinds of stuff in here, huh? Be nice if we could fly these ourselves, but it's not what the game's about. Rogue Mando just launched the game. It's really hating everything. I don't know then. I've not had any issues with it. Maybe try turning down your settings a bit. Okay, so this was a bust on this guy, but at least we know now that our system will work. Okay, there he goes. He's leaving. There we go. That's our make him leave button that we have. Building, collect the gadgets, we don't care. So I guess we'll head back down and put our suit back on the rack and eat some more food. And Rogue Mando, if you want another updated save of this map, if you want to play on it, although if you're having technical difficulties, I guess that's not super helpful. But I have added quite a bit of stuff. You're already on minimal settings? Oh, okay. You don't think it'd be anything to do with vending machines? I don't know why it would be vending machines. Are you having issues on the menu? I guess I would start there. Like, does the menu slow down? Cause any slowdown? And then just kind of like try loading a fresh map. Make sure you quit out of the game every time you do that, though. Try with a fresh map. Try with a, then, you know, try loading into your old map, if that's okay, and then start, I don't know, seeing if you walk way far away from the base, if that fixes it, and then, you know, try to get closer and see when it starts causing problems. Obviously, these are sort of in order. You got to do them, otherwise it's not gonna make any sense. Okay, what do we got here? We have chocolate. We have a lot of chocolate, actually. In the menu, you're fine once you're in the world. Okay, so yeah, I would say try starting a new world and see if that's any better. And then, yeah, and then just follow those steps that I just said. All right, maybe it's finally time to try to pressurize the whole base to 100 kilopascals. Now might be the time, finally. After all of this time, it's finally happened. Nope, that makes sense. I was wondering why the temperature was so high and the pressure, but it's because I designed it that way. This is where we make our solid fuel ingots. So you can just put in coal and it'll make solid fuel, if that's something you're interested in, which I kind of am. I was coming, no, it's downstairs. I'm in the wrong spot. I gotta go back down. I was trying to find my backpack that I guess there's ice up here too we could use out of the vending machine. Go ahead and vend out some oxygen here. I don't know how much we need necessarily. We can start dropping these in various rooms as we go. It cools and increases the pressure of our base while also increasing oxygen, which is good for us because we breathe that. It's important to have a lot of oxygen in your base. The guest room. And then over to the trade zone. And I was actually thinking about putting a door here and extending the buildings, but now that I've put that there, there's not really a good way. I'd have to like turn and build a tunnel. I don't know if that's really worth the effort. So that's probably just gonna remain the only thing that's in the south wing. I don't even know what I'd put over there. I guess the pressurized hangar, maybe go over there. I feel like a pressurized hangar is one of those things you gotta kind of spend a lot of time on, and I don't really want to spend a lot of time on it. Go ahead and put our, oops, put some ice in there, some more oxygen. Let's check the pressure. Currently at 16.8 megapascals in the oxygen line, and I want to say it is, yeah, 21 degrees, so that's pretty good. We still have the liquid nitrogen we started with if we ever need a emergency cooling system. That's another thing I should do. I should figure out how to super cool oxygen and volatile so we can get liquid form. Because how nice would that be if we had a liquid nitrogen that we could use on our own? So unfortunately, the only thing that I've managed to make liquid is carbon dioxide, and that was on accident. And that resulted in me having to build a system that would collect the liquid CO2 if it got produced, which I believe is right here. Currently there's no liquid in there, but if the cooling temps make it cold enough, which they should be actually, hold on. What are the current temps at? 267, that's not very cold. It's -8. Wait. Hold on, where is this? There's the CO2. -6 right now on the CO2. So we can verify that. So that is cooling off. That we're using that to cool our water, which is currently at 11 degrees. And if it gets cold enough, we can then add more water into the system via the hydrolyzer. Rogue Mando wants to learn that as well. I mean, it's this simple principle. You just use the evaporation chamber. What I'd probably have to set up a closed loop in order to do that, though, because right now we're just bringing in. Hold on, I gotta go check if that pipe burst again, because for whatever reason that pipe burst earlier. We had to go out and fix it, and it's probably broken again. We'll go take a look. It's broken. We're gonna have to put some other kind of vent on there or something. I don't know. The cowl might not be good enough. Or maybe we put an extra pipe on there to give it a little more space to work with. Could be something as simple as that. All right, we need some pipes. We got to put on our suit. We got to go out the back door. Anything else? It's all liquid stuff. This is empty. Yeah, I guess I'm making some fresh pipes and painting them. So be it. Burst pipe? Impromptu cowl. Yeah, well, I have a cowl over there, so it shouldn't be doing that. But if there's too much pressure, I think we just have to put an extra length of pipe in there. Should be fine. Insulated pipe. Looks like we need more silicon. No problem. Made plenty of that earlier. So yeah, I'm super cool, not super cooling. I'm cooling CO2 enough to turn it into a liquid right now, but that's kind of by accident because I'm using that as my coolant to cool water that comes out of my hydrolyzer. It wasn't supposed to be getting that cold, but since it's a manual system, it can run for a long time before I get around to flushing it. Now, what I do have to be worried about is the water freezing. That could be a bit of an issue, because then we end up with ice. Okay, that's probably enough for now. In fact, that might be something that is worth automating a little bit. Everybody's favorite word, automation. Grab some yellow paint, put on my suit. Oh, that's not the right direction. Put on my suit. Okay, we'll head out the back door. We'll check on that burst pipe and see what we can do about it. I'm thinking just extend the whole system. Because here's the thing, if the vents are running, right, they should not pressurize above the safety limit, which is I think 50 megapascals. So if we're going above that for some reason, it's either because we're getting liquid buildup in the pipe, or because for whatever reason that single length of pipe can't handle the pressure that we're putting on it. Liquid buildup would require us to put in like a liquid drain, but cowls should let liquid out as well, I thought. So I don't know. keep forgetting this is not satisfactory. That's okay. All right, let's take a look. So we that's the wrong spot. Down here. There we go. Yep, it sure did break. Okay, that's all right. We know what to do now. So go ahead and remove that and the cow. Put this on the ground. Paint it. Paint away. Okay, let's try that again. Put a cowl on. So with an extra length of pipe, that gives it a little more buffer. It should let the pressure off before it bursts. If it does it again, we'll have to revisit this and decide what we're doing. My power's looking real rough. I mean, there's 1 full battery and 3 unfull batteries. Let's go check the other side. You might be right. I don't know. I haven't really looked too close at it. I usually just go storm to storm. And sometimes the solid generator comes on. Okay, no, yeah, it's looking kind of rough. I mean, the solar's still fully charged, so it's not the worst thing. And the solid generator's not on right now, so it's probably fine. How much pressure am I putting in the pipe? It shouldn't be that much. It should be whatever the active vents intake limit, which is 50.7 megapascals according to this. So if it's going above that, something is wrong. I didn't mess with the safety settings. So I guess we just get what we get. Let's go check the trader again. Whee! And we're here. All right, we're back. Oh, I still got the paint on me. Okay, we will put the pipes away. Put the paint away later when I get around to it. So yeah, I think it might be time to start a new map. I feel like we've kind of done everything on Vulcan. I'll keep this one around though, because this is a great world to test things out. Ooh, space sprout supplier. Let's go. Okay, we got 30 minutes to get this guy. This could be our ticket to getting some goodies here. 52 degrees it says. So let's see. You know what this game should add? Molten salt generators. They have like the solar kind. I would love to see more power generation options for the different planets. So this should be around 50, so we'll set this to 50, I guess, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, Rilip, I think you're right. My power is looking a little rough, so might be time. Well, no, because the solars are full. We might just need to add more batteries to the windmill to get us through the storms more. Maybe add some generator or some batteries that are inside the base. I mean, I guess all the APCs have batteries inside of them. If things go real bad, I can fall back on that and go shut down parts of the grid as needed. Okay, so yeah, like the solar powered molten salt generators. Gotcha. Because isn't there also like a nuclear generator that uses molten salt? All right, 3 degrees. Hey, 3 degrees. We're like right on top of it. That's great. 3 degrees. 3 degrees. We're just looking for where it changes. 4 degrees. Okay, so go back 1, go over 1. 4 degrees. 2 degrees. This is the fun part. It's like trying to find ore veins in Vintage Story. You gotta keep going forward and checking and Oh, I got very high over here. Okay, then we sink it. And then we wait like 20 minutes for this to be where it needs to be. So we'll set this to the big one. And then I guess we'll go grab our thing. There's a nuclear molten salt reactor. It is a fission reactor. That's, you know what? They have uranium in the game. It's just sitting there and they're not doing anything with it. So I don't know what the plans are for nuclear power. All the other games have it. Your Factorios, your Satisfactories. Not so much your Dyson Sphere program. I guess the Dyson Sphere program is focused on getting power out of a Dyson Sphere. So it's all solar based mostly. What this game needs is caves with ruins. What? There was actually an entire planet that didn't have ores and it just had ruins. And you had to survive by scavenging the ruins and like breaking stuff down. And it had a breathable atmosphere, so you didn't need to wear a suit outside. That's such an awesome idea. I don't know why they got rid of it. I think they're working on I don't know. I'm gonna say they're working on bringing it back, but I don't know what their plan is. Like it's changed so much over the years. I don't know where we're at right now. Yep. Gotta open the helmet, otherwise can't breathe. I know. Is the planet Earth? No, it was called Luran. I mean, they've also got weapons in this game, like guns and armor, so, you know, who knows if they're ever gonna add that kind of stuff that's required. The thing is still moving. Holy moly, maybe we shouldn't sink it after each one and just kind of leave it where it is. All right, after we get this guy to land, then we're done. We'll see what he's got. Hopefully he's got some awesome plants we can use. Ooh, Nebula Nibbles, my favorite. I don't even know what they're working on right now. I've been following the beta. Let me actually look at the Discord right now, see what... I think they're working on the part where you can like interact with the global atmosphere. Let's see. Changed thing, generate blueprint command to this thing. Blueprint, added thumbnails for new plants and seed bags. They're adding new plants, okay. Fixed storm movement modifier, blah, blah, blah. Added scale variable. Converted Hades flower and winter spawn to XML. Okay, so they're moving everything into XML. Fixed an issue with LERP2 global atmosphere function that was causing rockets to generate large numbers of instanced atmosphere grids. Fixed furnace pressure gauge needle not animating, beta only. Fixed potato meshes having bad normals. Added ability for custom plants to be set as microwave ingredients, chemistry ingredients, and animal food. Oh, interesting. So they're making it easier to mod, which isn't like super useful to me, but I guess if you're into modding. Hex is given how easy it is to explode pipes. Maybe nuclear power isn't such a good idea. It's an oxygen not included. And I can say that was a lot of fun putting all that together. The only issue I had at the end of the day was getting enough uranium for it. And then making sure that it was reactive. Any news on vehicles? I don't even know vehicles. I think they're still working on the bespoke maps that'll make vehicles actually useful. But other than that, I haven't seen anything. Yeah, the rovers. I think you can still load them in, but they're like invisible or something. All right, let's go check on this guy, see what he's got. Hopefully he's got some awesome plant seeds for us. So cool how the sound drops out when you're in a vacuum. Here it comes, the big 9x9. What have you got for us today, Mr. Seedman? Show me what you got. All right. Fern, mushroom, corn, potato, pumpkin, rice, soybean, switchgrass, tomato, wheat, sugarcane, cocoa, winter spawn alpha, Hades flower, tropical lily. I can, oh, he's got eggs. Oh my God, I'm buying an egg. It's chicken time, boys. I'll buy a tropical lily too, just for fun. Okay, you can get out of here. Actually, you know what? No. We'll just take the one egg. Get out of here. All right, we're gonna have to feed our chickens, so we better get on that. Okay. So we gotta bend it. I don't know what you're supposed to do with the tropical lily. And then we have a fertilized egg. It's viable, so I guess we're starting our chicken farm. Buy an egg, instant fry. No. We're starting our chicken farm finally. We can start having our own eggs. We just gotta find a good spot for it. Or I guess we just find a spot for it. Also, can you kill the chickens now? That's my only concern, is we won't be able to kill the chickens when we're ready to get rid of them. That's rough. I guess we'll just let them roam around in the central area. It's just, this is bad. The office, yeah. I mean, we're either right here in the common room or upstairs would be good. Problem is, I'd like to have easy access to, I guess we can always just suck the atmosphere out of a room. Maybe, yeah, upstairs would be a good place. And we can bring them food as needed and hopefully keep them locked in here. Okay, so that will grow. And then we have a tropical lily. So let's take a look at that. Tropical lily. What do we do with that? Tolerate higher temperatures. They like 20 to 60 or 40 to 50 is their ideal grow temp. Do they make anything, or is it just supposed to look nice? Oh wait, hold on. There was more. Takes in carbon dioxide, releases oxygen. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still alive, Captain Sandwich. Not for much longer. I bought an egg from a trader, so now we can start our chicken farm. Right as I was finishing up this map. Or at least I didn't have any more plans for this map after this. I just kind of wanted to revisit it for now. Like, that's the only place that's isolated enough that I'd be able to suck atmosphere out of if we needed to, for some reason, kill all the chickens in the future, which could actually be a thing that needs to happen. So better safe than sorry. But yeah, they offered me an egg. It cost me 250 space bucks, but I got it, so pretty happy about that. We're gonna have to feed him too. We'll have to start growing corn or weed or something. All right, everybody, that's it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out while we played back some Stationeers. Back in the game after the satisfactory impact of 2024. So yeah, that's it. That's the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing something else, maybe Vintage Story, maybe a whole new game that I haven't played before, or maybe something else. I don't know. Anyway, everybody have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow or whenever, and yeah, bye bye.